Do you want it to all go away?
He looks slightly sober. Looks you in the eye. Yeah. Always.
Me too. And I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
When he falls asleep.
I'm gonna turn around and stand guard in the alleyway, looking onto the street, and leaning to one side on the wall.
It's dead. There's no one
As-
about.
Yeah, I let Dimitri in.
He does. One quick swallow. He's gone.
Before everything, there was peace. The world lived happily, or as happily as any world does. There was racial diversity, and the world was a place of magic and beauty. In the time before ages, the inhabitants of this world lived in relative harmony. Companionship blossomed between the various races. Then came the Morgoth, the original evil, a demon of great power. While other Aberranth were focused purely on chaos and destruction, and were subsequently being removed from the abyss by various other races, the Morgoth came to the material plane to escape destruction, but also because his nature was different. He planned, and he planned long-term. Unlike other demons, he did not require wanton destruction, instead, desiring domination. His efforts were calculated. Upon witnessing the arrival of the Morgoth, Ilvendel, god of balance, created Shinshe or divinity, an immortal being on the material plane to balance the Morgoth. Thus ended the First Age. At first, neither Morgoth nor Shinshe affected the mortal plane directly, choosing instead to watch over from afar. Over time, the Morgoth began to gain an occult following in the bowels of the nether depths. As dwarves often will, they dug too deep, revealing the Morgoth's presence to the races that inhabit the Underdark. Slowly, the temptation of power that the Morgoth offered was enough to convert many to his following, and his power in this world grew. The Shinshe, however, recruited the kings of the goodly races. Soon, a subtle war was taking place, followers being converted and occasionally removed. Thus began the Third Age. As time passed, this developed into a complete split of underworld and overworld. But the Morgoth was a temptation too great to deny for many of the so-called goodly races, in particular, gnomes and humans. Many were drawn to the promise of power, and the Morgoth's influence started to reach the overworld. To balance this, the Shinshe bestowed gifts of great power upon the goodly races, most of all the elves. Seeing this, the Morgoth allowed minor demons to come through the gates of the abyss and mingle with the elves, creating a race that the Shinshe believed to be a complete abomination, the Feyre, a scourge upon the earth. So the Shinshe created Cylon, a land of pure paradise where his people would thrive. The Cylon was untouchable to the Morgoth, stretching halfway across the continent of Urxos. So the Morgoth contacted his followers on the continent of Zindreth, full of races of malicious and evil disposition. They invaded, and a grand war took place. Cylon was reduced to a dark corner of the world. Humans began to transform into something different, something darker. They discovered the process of electrolysis, creating technology that used magic but was not magical in and of itself. As electrolysis spread, so did the influence of the Morgoth. Apart from a few places of purity and justice, the Morgoth's influence was now everywhere. So then began the Fourth Age, the Age of Technology, the Age of Balance. As the Morgoth had finally wiped out the majority of the goodly races from the earth, the Shinshe underwent a transition. Abandoning the purest of his morals, the Shinshe became involved in mortal politics and in the use of electrolysis. With this newfound power, the Shinsei was able to discreetly convert those of more flexible morals to keeping the goodly peace, and the two entered an agreement of peace, at least for now. But the balance is precarious. It may take only one domino tile to fall for the entire piece to collapse. Welcome to the world of Avalon and Gehenna. Featuring Darth as Strider Silverbow.
So, you want to know my story, eh? Well, my name is Strider Silverbow, ex-leg breaker for the Guy Show. But I didn't start off like that. I was born in damnation, where the best case for a kid is a murderer and the worst is a demon. Once I turned 18, I beat my way into the Guy Show and became one of their go-to leg breakers. I did a lot of things, from burning down a store to threatening to kill a man with his own fists. But most importantly, I got shit done. Until eventually I met her. Amber Silverbow and the Abyss Claws. Man, they were truly something else. But let me get back on topic. The Claws owed the mob some money, and I was sent to collect, but my usual strategy of punching them till they broke and gave up the money wasn't working, so I tried something new. Negotiation, which turns out works way better, and I'm just as good at as punching. After that job, I became a very well-known leg breaker for the mob. Not because of my fighting skills, but because of the way I communicated. I had a way of making even the most hardened criminals give up the money. I found what they loved, and I would give them a little push. Eventually, though, Amber showed me there's more to life than damnation and the mob, so we moved to Upper Jarls, and I started my own mercenary company, the Silver Bullet Syndicate. Whenever you need a job done, I make sure my team delivers, even if we don't look like a team of highly trained mercenaries. We'll finish the task by whatever means necessary. A few years after I started my company, Amber and I got married, and since I didn't have a surname, I took hers. Now I run the Silver Bullet Syndicate, taking whatever job comes our way, whether it be from the scum of damnation or the nobles in Upper Jarls.
Kira as Dream's Maddox King.
Is this thing on? It seems like it's on. Fuck it, the light's blinking. I'm just gonna go. Hey, my name's Dreams. And yeah, that is a nickname. My real name is not important enough to deserve a mention. I don't know why I'm doing this. Maybe they'll find this recording at a time capsule, or maybe they ask for the horoscope. That's pretty funny. Anyway, I don't like talking about my past. My father was an abusive son of a bitch, and my mother preferred the pills over me. So we can move on. I was, and still am, a product of the streets. I lived on my own when I was very young. Stealing and dealing, there was never a job too small. And I eventually robbed my way to anesthesia. And by this time I was 18 or 20, I can't really remember. However, being young and dumb, I got mixed up with this asshole who thought he was a big fish. And long story short, I might have fucked him over. And then he tried to kill me. And while I was being shot at, I had an encounter. Okay, full disclosure, I was behind the desk and very high. But I was sure I was going to die. And then I met her. She saved me. She changed my life. From terrible to absolute shit. It's funny when I think back how a single moment can influence your life so deeply. But I am a child born from abuse and abandonment, so why should this be any different? Pathetic, right? My only solace are drugs or the fact that a bullet will eventually kill me. Fuck this. The mood's ruined.
Lavi as Killier, the Siren Xylaris.
Hey there, sweetheart. My name is Killian Xylaris, but people who don't know me call me the Siren. I was born as Siano Duvri to Filvero as Salusa, a well-known herbalist. I have 5 younger siblings and grew up with a pretty uneventful life. Luckily, however, thanks to my parents' amazing genes, I was able to land a few jobs and opened the Siren's Call Casino at 23. Soon after, I got married to a man named Alred. Alred was attractive and charming, a gentleman, and a man too good to be true. And he was. Once we got married, it was almost as if a switch within him flipped and he changed. One day after a long night at the casino, I came home from work. My husband was lounging on the couch and immediately yelled at me to get him some liquor. And so, I went to the nightshade to fix him his usual drink. You know, some guys just can't hold their nightshade. I gave the keys to the siren's call to one of my sisters in the Nightwings and left Sienna out of fear that my husband's buddies may be coming after me. Since then, I've been opening casinos whenever I had the time. But ever since my husband's death, people would commission me for other jobs, and eventually, I realized how good I was. So now, here I am, working as an assassin at the Silver Bullet Syndicate. Even if you don't want a job done, you can always come to me for a good time. I won't bite, unless you want me to.
Bruno as Esme Hush Badeau.
Hey, I'm Esme Badeau, aka Hush. I've never been the type to make friends. With a life on the run, it's kinda hard to find your clique. Which is why I decided I'd make sure everyone I meet is mine. Sorry about that. I'll make sure everyone I meet is my friend. And those who aren't, well, there's always a way around it. I grew up in Anarkesia, a pretty cute place if you enjoy living in the suburbs. My parents never really liked me that much. They even tried me to do card readings and predict people's futures because I got hit by lightning once and then made me their chosen child. I was never into that. So one day, I skipped town. I won't tell you my reasons, but it's not a place I want to go back to. Nowadays, I sneak between the underworld and the overcity, taking from those who have too much and keeping those who don't have much from getting more than me. Life as a kid in this place isn't easy, you know. Always on the run, dodging bullets and people who want you dead. So I decided to join the mercenaries, make some coin, and maybe one day I'll stop running. But that day isn't today. Catch you around.
Jamal as Midnight Frost.
What's that? You want to know my story? Okay. You ever been to Hamachi? No? Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's a beautiful place. Traditional way of life. Not too many people. Cold. Give it a week and be bored out of your skull. Couldn't imagine staying there another year. So, I left. Yeah, on foot. Don't look at me like I'm a madman. I'm still alive, aren't I? Yeah, well, anyway. I made the trek to Valis. Place is a bit more like it. Bustling port city, so there's never a dull moment. Drunken sailors bloody everywhere. Perfect for nicking stuff, mind you. So I did. A lot. Managed to scrape enough together to afford my first piece. Ancient bit of crud. Practically an antique. But it did the job. Once got that first one, yeah, let's just say, the rest came quick. I could have stayed there. Quite happily. Pretty much forever. But, still wanted to see more of the world. So, set off again. Through the wilderness. Yeah, on foot. Again, don't give me that look. I ended up in Juris. I was not disappointed. Let me tell you, there's no shortage of work there. Took up a few bounties here and there, and the pay was good. Real good. Did a few good jobs. That's when I met Strider. He liked my work. And he gave me an offer I'd be mad to turn down. So that's how I joined the Silver Bullet. I ain't had a reason to look back since.
Josh as Lucas the Fallen Angel.
Fuck. Come on, you can do this. Get rid of these fucking wings. This is fucking useless. Why can't I get rid of you? I don't want to look like this anymore. I don't want to look like an angel or a devil. I just want to be fucking normal. fucking idiot for making that deal with that fucking genie. It's not like I needed him for my magic anyway. I need to find some place to hide. I can't stay here. Who's there? Just stay out, okay? Leave me alone.
As dusk settles in, you can hear the constant driving rain onto that corrugated iron cover that was put on the roof last month to stop the rain falling into the bathroom. It's an incessant drone, but after a while, it fades into the distance. Just loud enough to remind you that this shit never changes. Doesn't matter where you go, who you are, or why you even cared. Shit just doesn't change. Regardless, the Silver Bullet Mercs have never been known to be too bothered by that. They scored a nice easy job last night. It was just a simple bodyguard job. The guy didn't even get hurt, let alone die. Another one in the bag. Skelly's voice drones on through the rain on her sending disc. She's talking to some friend about that guard guy and how Sir is such a turn-on and all that gleaming armor. And so quaint but so bold, and none of you give a shit. Skelly works the desk in the day and Dane during the night. Skelly's a good enough sort, even if she does talk way too much. At least she cooks up a decent meal when nobody can be bothered to go out. She joined a few years back when Strider was just making it all official. It was her idea to stick that private detective sign on the door, just in case someone had some work and might work out for kind of you guys. But anyway, after a party the night before, celebrating the easy job with the rain on the roof and the music from the tavern next door and Skelly on the sill, it's a lot of noise. Thankfully, the drone cuts out as she says she's popping out. Something about a grilled sandwich, nobody cares. And as she heads out, we find our team. The Silver Bullet Syndicate. The mercenary outfit. All in the headquarters. It's about 7 p.m. And I come first to our mercenary captain, Strider. Where are you? And what are you doing?
After a night of partying, I'm probably sitting in just a chair overlooking the city. I probably have just a bottle of whiskey next to me because I don't take anything very strong because I'm the leader, so I have to keep a genuine open mind and can't get too distracted by the other alcohols. I'm probably just overlooking the city.
Nice. And in your own room, in the dining room, in the living room, where are you?
I'm probably in the living room just to stay with everybody.
Okay. Kellyanne, where are you?
I'll also be in the living room, looking at the view. It's a nice view.
Is it?
Can't get better than this.
For change.
Esme, where are you?
I'm just sitting on the couch, shuffling my deck of cards, and I notice a cat spring past the window, and I kind of perk up, and then I just lay back down.
And Frost, where are you?
Find the comfiest chair in the office. You'll find me reclined in it, hood tucked down over my eyes, taking, what do you know, a cat nap.
Going to kill
I'm
this
ready
animal.
for a long night.
Going to kill this animal. Someone come and take it away. So, this particular moment, as you're all lounging back and relaxing, Skelly comes back in. She wanders through the front. Dreams! Dreams, where are you? There's a parcel on the doorstep!
Does she have to be so loud?
Dreams!
Oh my god.
Damn it, where are you?
I'm coming! Jesus Christ. Alright. I'm going to stand up and... I was in such a good mood. I was saying some good things. Okay, alright. I'll just like peek out the door.
She's standing there, holding a brown paper packet.
Why are you so bright?
It's evening, in case you missed that bit.
No, why are you so bright?
Well, Strider told me to stay pleasant. Part of the job, you know?
No, I don't know if it's the Elysium or what. No, I mean, you're actually bright.
Oh, good. Well, in that case, I'll go back downstairs. You want coffee?
I'm gonna... Give me this. I'm gonna take the package.
Okay.
I don't want any coffee. I'm gonna close the door.
Bring me some tea!
She comes down the stairs, wandering along. Right, it's not going to be long now before I'm headed off. Dane should be here any minute. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I hope you're all well.
Thanks for your work again.
She's sort of, you see her, she's doing a scaly version of tidying, which is to say that she's making various piles slightly neater on the floor and around the desk. She never was great with the tidying. Dreams, as we find you in your room with your package in hand. What are you doing? Look at that.
Look up my check out my little pocket knife, and I guess I'll open it.
Inside you see a scrawled note saying, "Don't say I never give you anything." It's signed Gon. G-A-R-M-O-N. Gon. It says, when the group are ready, swing by the Merry Minstrel. I've got some work for you. And inside is a small gold box, hexagonal in shape. It looks like a snuff box. And as you open it up, there are 4 servings, doses is what I'm looking for, of haze.
Ooh. Well, I know a few people here don't take part in this, so I guess I'll put that down, go in my pocket, open up my little tin, take one of those, close it away, put it in my pocket, close back the hexagonal box, and I'll set it on my desk and I continue my little journey for just a little bit. This is nice. All right. Okay. Pick it up, open the door, and head downstairs, everybody.
As you all begin to convene in the dining area, there's a large table laid out. And on that table, Skelly's just putting a steaming pot of coffee and 6 cups. It's very strange that she seems to provide breakfast just before she leaves at 9 p.m. in the evening. But that's her thing. And
sounds about normal for our group, considering how often we're up at night.
Coffee's available, and Skelly sort of brushes her hair out of her eyes. She's a water genasi that's... excuse me, passing animal. Thank you. Please. Off. Busy.
You don't need a second cat in the campaign.
No. So as she brushes her hair out of her eyes, as a water genasi, you see her just casually filling up the kettle with a gesture. And the kettle's heating itself on the table. And at that exact moment, a fire genasi comes in through the front door. He's got very bushy eyebrows. He's very lively and jovial. Good evening, good evening. How are we all? Oh, Dreams, you're up.
Yeah.
You got a package from Garmon?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I was drinking down at the tavern, having my dinner. He said he's got work for you lot. I asked about the nature of it. You know, Scully's been talking to me and holding the accounts up, guys, and maybe we should have a bit of a chat about this.
Okay.
Anyway, here's your earnings from last night. He dunks a bag on the table.
Ooh.
And you do not hear a single clink. Says, you see, this is the problem. I paid the rent.
The fuck?
I paid the rent. You guys went out for some drinks. I paid for that. Yeah. You earned minus 100 for last
But
night's
we
job.
did good work, right?
You did great work, but you spent more than you earned, and this is becoming a regular thing. Look, the rent's kicking up. The prices in Juras aren't what they were before. It's not cheap to keep a 6-bedroom house with an office and living space, not to mention the basement, you know? And look, this government's found some work that's a bit different. It's, I don't know if it's up your street, but... Well, here's the details. He puts a folder on the table and he slides it over to Strider.
I'm gonna grab it and open it up. Try to distribute the information so everyone can see.
As you do. No, there's just one set of information, so you're going to have to... You read it out. Cyrus Elmwood has lost his prized servant. His changeling. Ada. It's an expensive purchase he doesn't want to lose out on. But it's believed that Ada has run to Gehenna. Possibly may not be acting on his own accord now. I don't know where he's gone, but the reward is 110,000. Or 1,100 plat if you prefer.
Well, that could do a lot for us.
It'll pay next month's rent. Before you party. Hey, Skelly,
Strider.
get yourself home.
Hey, this also came for us. I did take one of them, I'm not gonna lie. But that's your shtick, you deal with that. Skelly, I think I'll take some of that also. I'll just walk where Skelly is.
Skelly's headed out. She's finished for the day.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just giving you some coffee. The coffee's on the table in front of you all. Dana's just come in. The parcel addressed to you, Dreams, was specifically addressed to you. You would know Garmin quite well. Garmin works at the Merry Minstrel. He's a listener, if you like. He picks up on rumors, he picks up on news, he's often passing work over to various different groups. He's certainly known among the merc circles for being able to find the slightly shadier but better paying jobs. But although he occasionally helps you out with the odd bit of supply that he picks up on the line, it's the first time he's really offered you guys some good work. And, at the bottom of the information, Strider, it says the trail has gone a little dark, but the last time he was seen was at the Blind Gnome in Upper Nexon, in Kandros.
Hannah. I don't like it. What do you guys think?
All I'm saying is, if some of us didn't have a drug addiction, we wouldn't have to spend so much money on it.
Hey, listen. He also said drinks, not just drugs. Alright? Don't blame the drugs.
Dane looks over. In all fairness, Dream seems to have spent, You're not there, Lucas, by the way. Okay. Dream seems to spend his own money, his own cut. The drinks came out of the cut before it was handed to you guys.
And who's doing our taxes?
That'll be Skelly.
I don't really trust Scully. I've been asking her for tea for like the last 2 months, and she still hasn't gotten me anything.
Yeah, she's
Don't keep tea.
not the tea
merc
lady. She's your office girl, you know? She works hard to Skelly, and look at this. And he rolls out like piles of accounts, and he says, she's actually saving you money on tax. She's doing brilliantly. Also, she managed to pass some of the money as undeclared last month, which means that you managed to get 1,200 that you shouldn't have had, which was excellent work on her part, if I might say. She also made a purchase that reduced your tax the month before last. That reduced it by 12,000, but then she sold the purchase the following month without declaring the profit and handed you the money under the table. It looks to me like Skelly's kind of doing you guys a favor. I don't know if you'd still have this place if it wasn't for her.
Good work.
You know what, boss?
Like she deserves a
Scully might be
raise.
onto something.
Well, you're a changeling, right?
At this moment, barreling through the door, you see Lucas. He's been out
Hey,
all day.
stranger.
Lucas, as you went out this morning, God only knows what you were doing, grabbing lunch maybe, you bumped into a stranger. A man by the name of Simon. Said he worked for the Collusion. And was talking to you about freedom and rights for those minorities that aren't looked after properly. He got you with the propaganda all about the spiel of how the fallen devils are looked at as outsiders, as different. And he caught your ear with the mention of surgery? He was talking to you about simple changes that can be made, cosmetic changes that can be made that allow you to look a little different. But as the day droned on, you realized he wasn't really offering anything unless you're willing to join the Collusion. Finally, as you left off and got caught in the rain, you managed to get yourself home, and in you came.
Lucas, where you been?
Ow.
Well, welcome back. I'm gonna take my hexagonal box and slide it in, walk by and clap Lucas on the back, and go back to my coffee, sit at the table.
You have a job.
What's the job?
We have to go to Gehenna.
Specifically,
changeling?
it didn't actually say, well, they think he might have gone to Gehenna, but the most important bit of the information of the job was that he went to Nexon, which is the upper town, not the underworld. So he might not be in the underworld, but he might.
Simple find a changeling job. But the pay is a lot better than anything that we've been able to score so far.
I must
Okay,
say, changelings are kind of slippery.
You could say that again.
Are we gonna
That's
go
why
now?
the pay is high. I'm still talking to everyone about it.
Okay, can everyone hurry up? And then I'm gonna go sit in the living room in the corner and pet Dimitri.
Emo corner makes a
Would you mind telling us who Dimitri is?
Sure. Sorry, I'm not meant to
Just in case there's a random NPC in the corner who's just being patted on the head right now.
Dimitri is my familiar who looks like a black cat, but is actually a mimic cat. So, when he's feeling hungry, his body opens up at chest upwards and has like teeth and a tongue and a mouth, and can like, eat children whole. So,
Or the fridge, like it did a couple of months back.
yeah, so that's what I'm paying.
Oh, very good. As you all sit around the table, Dane looks up at you guys. Do you mind? And he sort of holds a leaf up. It's an Onasuba leaf. And begins to roll. And puts it to his mouth. That's convenient, isn't it? Never considered that as part of an NPC usage. But more importantly, he sort of rolls a couple of leaves across the table. I'm sorry, I didn't sleep yesterday. My mum's not been well. I went over to visit her. Stupid bitch never shuts up. She wouldn't leave me alone. You know what most Fijanasi women are like. It's all about the family, and we've got to take responsibility and all that shit. Sometimes I just...
What's this guy's name?
Dane, he's your nightman. So he's a fire genasi. He works 9 till 9, 9 p.m. till 9 a.m. And Skelly is 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. Between the two of them, they hold the desk. They do take some time out during the day, go off, get some lunch, etc. They don't work Sundays. But during Monday to Saturday, they're there 12 hours a day. And they take all the calls that the mercenary company do or don't get. They get all your paperwork done, everything like that, leaving you guys to do the real work. And
I'm gonna sit next to Dane and just put my arm around him and say, Dane, honey, just vent. You need to talk about this kind of stuff. It's not nice to keep it in. What's going on at home?
She's sick, she's dying, and I'm grateful. But frankly, she never shuts up. Anyway.
You never told us your wife's name, Dane.
Because he doesn't have a wife. It's his mother that's sick.
You never told us your mother's name,
No,
Dane.
he didn't. Well, that's sort of how it goes in the family. I called her Ma since I was a kid, and everybody else calls her Mrs. Just Mrs. Not even a surname, just Mrs. But her name's Alice. Regardless,
Well,
she's,
I heard about that.
Parents, but anyway,
Gonna
enough
lean
of
over, grab one of those leaves. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, help yourself. You know how it goes. But yeah, regardless, enough of my mother, she's a pain in the ass. But the important thing is that this work, let's go get you some rep. Let's get you in with some bigger paying jobs, and frankly, I don't want to be that guy, but looking at your finances, this month's paycheck is looking a long way off for me.
I'm not opposed to taking the job, but does anybody have any ideas on how to catch a changeling?
I can try.
The taverns
Don't
usually
really
have
have
all
a
the
choice.
information.
It's a changeling. They can change their form. Do you see the problem?
Oh yeah, they're going to be very difficult to track down, but a purchase like that, if someone's made one, if somebody's captured them, that'll be on the news on the streets.
So, Dane, what do we know about the guy?
Which guy? The guy who's lost his servant?
Boss man.
So the guy given the job is one Cyrus Elmwood. He's got a wife and a kid, Margaret and Tobias, by name. The Elmwoods are very, very well off. They live in Nexon Upper. Cyrus is a politician. he has done a lot of work for opening up trade routes across the seas from Dakros. But he's also a merchant, a businessman. Owns a lot of business on the seas. He's rich, he's known to be quite a hard ass. But in general, you know, he's quite trustworthy. Tobias is more the news on the street. Tobias has really not gone the way his parents had hoped. He's been caught a few times in places where he shouldn't. He got caught smoking in Gehenna, which is really not what you'd expect of a politician's son. He got in a fist fight with Sir Arthur.
Smoking? Smoking what?
They just said smoking, but definitely something he shouldn't have been smoking. And rumor has it he had a relationship with a particular female servant. The thing is, that servant went missing, and now the changeling's gone missing.
Around what time?
The servant went missing 3.5 months ago, so that's quite. She's long gone. Ada went missing yesterday, and
Ada?
Ada is the changeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much is known about Ada. From what they knows, it's, you know, typical changeling servant, the perfect servant.
Well, he was already fucking one server. Why wouldn't he fuck this one?
Especially if they could look like the previous one, right?
Pretty much.
Ooh, that's kinky.
But one thing,
Don't judge here.
one thing I do know, Cyrus, he doesn't treat his servants well. I met a few of them down the bars, the pubs. It ain't pretty. It's not a life I'd wish on anyone. There's one particular girl, lovely water genasi, makes fantastic food, and he told her that if she wasn't up for sex, he could leave. She could leave. And this from a married man, you know, politician and everything. No one believed the servant, of course. She turned up in an alley 3 weeks later.
Like,
Yeah.
dead?
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
very dead.
So, boss man, what do you think?
It would be a hard job, but currently don't really have much of a choice on whether or not we get to choose our jobs right now.
Dane gives you a strange
And-
look. A hard job? Guys, last night you protected somebody from a possible hit for 1,000. Tonight you're offered 110,000 to find a runaway servant? What are they going to do, shoot you?
It's
Maybe.
a
It's the
changeling.
finding that's going to be the hard part.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it might be lengthy, but I'm telling you, there'll be news. There's always news. People, you can't get in and out of Gehenna without identifying yourself. There'll be news. Always
Not
news.
unless we've got the
think the
nose of
problem-
an animal that can smell them.
Sorry, what did you say, Kalyan?
I don't think the problem is whether or not we accept the job. The problem is how the fuck are we gonna find a changeling?
Look, I've got a name here. There's a guy. I ran into him a few months back. In all honesty, I owe him a gambling debt, but don't tell him that. Anyway, he works at the Blind Gnome. People pay him to keep his ears open. He's a bit like Garmin next door, but he's a little sly, a little slicker. He's a tiefling. If anyone's come in and out of town in the last month, he knows about it. It's a start,
Our
right?
first stop.
It is a start.
You want me to book you transport for tonight? Mystics will be closing in an hour if we don't.
Probably go now.
I'll
Yeah,
get on the
start
disc.
on-
I'll get on the disc. Get you booked in. Take your time. Get ready. He walks over to the office table. Clicks in. Hi. Would like to reserve travel for 6 to Nexton, please? A couple of hours, max. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, extra dimension. Definitely. At least 4 of them. Yes. He turns to you guys. I'm assuming you'll be traveling with weapons?
Of course.
Yes.
How would we not?
Excellent. Thank you. All booked for you. It's going to cost you 60.
Alright.
They started doubling the price recently for anybody who wants to bring an extra dimensional pocket to travel. I don't quite understand what that's about. I never did understand the whole pocket in a pocket thing, but they seem to have worked their way around it. I don't know.
That's good. Just in case I want to get like a, a suit of holding or something.
Well, I think at least 4 of you are currently wearing belts that have pockets of holding. So, that'll be why. Well, regardless. Hopefully that gives you a start and... take from there, I guess.
Thank you for everyone. I'm already ready.
Lucas is gonna walk into the room where everyone is, with Dimitri laid on his shoulders. Are you guys fucking ready to go now?
Whoa, Lucas.
Whoa,
relax.
whoa.
We're ready.
Great.
No need to
Are
get
we
close.
going?
Master, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Who fried your wings, chicken?
What did someone say? My name?
Bob. Leaving.
Oh yeah.
Okay, right. Give me 2 minutes to suit up.
I
Oh.
forgot he was napping.
Dane turns to you. One more thing. Strider? You wear that ring still, right?
Of course.
You want to be left alone on the streets? And when you get down to Gehenna, if you have to go down there, somebody will check you out, Husk, for a password. And you tell them the Gao Shai send their greetings. You'll be given the respect you need. Some space.
So,
Alright.
can I go up to Lucas?
Yeah?
Hey, chicken! So, who
Don't
bit
be
your
fucking
wings?
Chicken.
Whoa! Where is that coming from?
Go back to reading your fucking cards.
Oh! A rough night?
Try rough life.
Look, I don't know where this aggression is coming from, but I feel like we've kind of been through that, and honestly, I'm feeling kind of attacked right now, Lucas. I feel like we need to have a moment and just vent.
Just because you feel like something doesn't mean it is. I'm not attacking you. Can we just get a fucking move on already? Unless you'd like to just sit here and do fuck all.
The bell rings. I got it.
I'm gonna walk away and answer the door.
Oh, as Dane's heading to the door, you step in front of him and open the door, and before you, you'll see a young girl. Black wings curled around her. She can't be more than 6, maybe 7 years old.
I'm gonna look down to her. What the fuck do you want?
A man called Simon says this was a place to come if I needed help.
I'm gonna step to one side and just go.
She walks in.
Well, hello.
I'll wave. Hey!
Lucas.
Simon said that this might be a place to ask for some help.
How much money do you have?
Really?
No, she's right. How much money does she have?
No, how much money can you pay?
I don't have any money, but I do have this. And she takes a necklace, and hands it over. It's a small golden necklace with a perfect diamond at the bottom.
I'll grab it and bite the gold.
Yep, definitely real. My daddy left me this. And he left me on the street.
Did Daddy have a good reason for that?
Said I had more of my mother in me than of him. And this collusion guy said he could look out for me and look after me, and tried to sell me about some strange thing I didn't understand, and he told me all these different rules, and he took me to this office with all these people, and I ran away. But before that, he said that there was someone else like me in the city. Said he was speaking to him today. Said his name was Lucas. Is it the guy that answered the door?
Oh?
Yeah, she looked just like you. But you fucking turned her away. Aren't you a bitch?
I wouldn't really talk to him at the moment right now. He's a bit grumpy today.
Quite emotional.
It's
We're
on
always-
his angel time of the month.
We're
I can
always...
fucking hear you all, yeah?
I know you hear me.
And shut the fuck
We're
up.
not trying to hide it.
Look, I know I don't know you,
Leave Lucas
mister.
alone.
I'm sure you've got your own issues. But You know what it's like, right? I don't
Like-
fit in anywhere. I don't belong.
And what do you want us to do about it?
Just give me somewhere to stay for a couple of days and help me get to Douvry.
Can't you beg off of someone else?
I
Or
knew there was
fly
no one
back?
else like me who would care. No, I can't fly. Look. She turns around and you see that her wings have been clipped. Nastily, viciously.
Aww.
With a sword. She can't extend them at all, and it's clear that it's very painful.
I feel so bad for her. I'm gonna play my lute and cast fly on her.
There you go. Now get the fuck out of here.
Hey, calm down. Lucas. Never mind.
What?
So, what's
You need
your
a
name?
place to stay.
Sorry, did you ask her name?
Yeah, I did.
Delilah.
Oh, Delilah, this is our wonderful leader, Strider.
Okay. You need a place to stay for the night?
That'd be a good start. And look, I can manage myself if you can get me through the Mystic's transport, but they said they wouldn't take me alone. They said I had to go with an adult, a supervisor. Like I need one of those. Just get me through the fucking teleporter. You can have the shitty necklace, I don't want it.
Is there any way that we can add another on to that order?
Dane looks at you. What, to Nexon? I can't take the girl to Nexon, she'll die. She wants to go to Douvry. Look, I'll take her if you want. I'll be back within an hour. I'll have to close up shop for an hour, but...
Alright. Take her. Make sure she's safe. And leave her in the wrong part.
Hey, Delilah.
Yeah?
What's your father's name? Do you remember?
Yeah. You mean his real name, not arsehole?
Yeah, the real name would be great.
Galos. It's a devil.
Anos.
Is that a name any of us would be familiar with?
Lucas. Give me a religion check.
First nat one of the campaign.
Hey.
Yeah, no, he ain't got a clue. Oh, why did that not open up? Sorry, let me pull that up. There we go. Okay, it should have come up on the screen. Yeah, no, none of you are familiar with it. She turns out you look. He doesn't visit this plane very often. Spends most of his time in some kind of, I don't know, strange dimensional place he's made out for himself. And my mum, she spends her whole time hooked up to one of those live another life machines. Yeah, I know.
And her name?
Lily.
Billy.
Lily. I don't think it's her real name, but it's the name she uses here on this plane.
Aww. You're so sad, little girl.
Well, Esme, I think she knows that. But, thank you for the observation.
It's been easier.
Just tonight and then maybe tomorrow somebody can take me. Dane looks over to you guys. Look, if it's alright with you, I'll clock out tomorrow when Skelly comes. I'll take her myself to Douvry. I've got a friend there. Maybe he can look after her for a bit.
Right.
I'll,
Hey, sorry, go on.
No, I'll just walk up to Dane and just whisper in his ear. Just keep a close eye, right?
Oh, wait. What part of Douvry is she looking to go?
She's looking to go to Beldinia. No, she's not. Rubbish. She's looking to go to Sienna.
When you get to Sienna, if you look for the Xyler's family, you could tell them that I sent you. If there's nobody there to take care of you, I'm sure they will.
Thanks, miss.
What is she wearing?
A rag strap top.
Any bags?
Nothing.
Can I give her a hug and just say,
You can try.
okay, I'll approach and say, little girl, I totally get where you're coming from. My parents didn't love me either.
Yeah.
Can
Well,
I
you're not a
hug
hybrid of two different people that doesn't belong anywhere, do you? Look at you, you're pretty. Look at me, that shit. You don't know anything
you
about
think
my
I'm
life.
pretty?
Compared to this, she turns around at the sorry, you're completely killing me there. You look at the mess on her back and she looks at you and she's like, she's been abandoned at 6 years old, but she doesn't fit in, she never will, and she looks at you and he would have understood, but there's a reason why he's miserable. And she points to Lucas. Look, I don't want none of your sympathy, I just want some help. Here, and she tosses the necklace onto the table.
I was holding the necklace.
Oh, well, yeah, well, she's tossing it anyway. She'll sort of gesture at it. And Dane says, look, let me take her upstairs. Maybe we've got that spare room that's sort of outfitted, right? I'll set her on there. Get her some dinner or something, right?
Now that I'm closer to her, does she have any, like, bags, pockets, anything, like, hidden under the dress?
She is carrying absolutely nothing. She's just wearing a strap top and a pair of tunic trousers.
Bah, I'm bored. I'm gonna sit back on the couch.
What was her name? Delilah? Dahlia?
Delilah.
Delilah. When you get to Sienna, you can look for my parents.
Yeah, sorry, I did try and respond to that one. The Xyler's family, right?
Yeah. But I am going to give her names. Which is why I'm bringing you.
Yeah.
So Faveril is my father and my mother is Salusa. She's actually pretty well known. If you ask around, I'm sure you'll be able to find her. Tell her Killian sends her love.
And will she hate me because I'm different?
She had 6 children and she loved all of us equally.
And if you look like this?
I don't think love should be quantified by look.
It's alright for you to say, look at how you look. But thanks, I'll try.
Hey, Killian, how about you? Oh, just walk over to Killian, just like, how about you, show him off? Just a quick shot.
What am I showing off?
She doesn't have wings.
Oh, you took that away? Jesus
I never
Christ.
had wings to begin
No,
with.
you just had them in the picture that you used in the original one shot, right?
Right.
So everybody thinks you've got wings when you haven't. Anyway, she, alright, well, Dane takes her upstairs and he comes back down and turns to you guys, look, do I take this necklace? That's all she's got.
When did we turn into a daycare center?
Hey,
I'm not
Lucas.
a daycare.
The kid's like you. Was your life easy when you first started out like you are? Have some sympathy.
You go around
Jesus.
for strangers begging for help?
No, I see you walking around like you hate the whole world.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, well, so does she, but she's young and she doesn't know how to express it. So she's sad and she's asking for some help.
Yeah,
She's paying for it.
Outside in the rain.
So, do we take the necklace?
It's a bit complicated ethically,
I
isn't
wanna
it?
take it.
Is it?
Sorry,
She
Kel-
wants She gives us the necklace.
What did you say?
We're gonna take it.
I'm gonna
She
be
doesn't
real.
want it anyway.
Frost?
I'm gonna be real. From what I overheard, she offered to pay. Are you gonna turn down pay?
See, the cat and
Yeah.
Killian, they have it right upstairs. Oh, Lucas too.
Alright.
So, you
Take
should
the
take it.
necklace.
Take it? Did you say
Alright.
straight up?
Oh, yeah.
Take it. We're already setting her up with a
Alright, I'll
chance
pocket
for
it.
the new life.
I'll pay for the travel to Douvre, not a problem. I'll come out of your expenses. My sister
Shouldn't be
was
that
like
much, should it?
No, it cost me 60 round trip. Maybe an extra 10 for the kid. My sister was like a complete outcast. No one cared for her.
Elliot,
Oh, I loved
are
her.
your parents really gonna take her?
Well, they're loving parents. I mean, growing up, I've never experienced any hardships. They're good.
Shit. Makes one of us. Alright, well, you're gonna miss your slot if you don't head out soon. I'll take the necklace. Good luck.
Go. Stay
you,
safe.
as you all begin to get your stuff together, gather your things before you head out. Is there anything else you want to prepare before you leave?
I want to do a tarot reading.
You wanna go... You wanna do what? Sorry?
A tarot reading.
Okay. And this is to determine what exactly? To determine the fate of the journey? To find out some information? What sort of thing are you trying to achieve?
I want to find out the fate of the girl.
So...
While Esme's doing this, I'm gonna walk over, flip the chair around, and just watch.
Okay,
I love when she does this.
give me a perception check and an insight check. A perception? What? A performance check and an insight check, please. Sorry, no perception. Don't need perception. Yeah, and an insight check. Okay.
So that's a 21. And
Yep.
then my insight is 11.
You see one card come up repeatedly. Death. From what you can tell, the girl don't last another 6 months.
Hey, Esme. Hey, I don't think that's not good, is it?
You know, that can mean a lot of things in tarot. It can mean renewal, it can mean a new life, but usually it means that someone's about to die.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought so.
With your insight check.
Maybe.
Sorry, Lucas, what did you say?
I said a new life underground, maybe.
Yeah, given your insight check, you're pretty sure this just means she's gonna die.
Well, we're doing what we can. Let's just get along with this job.
Ben shakes his head. I wish you wouldn't do that stuff. What's the point of helping her now we know that in 6 months she's gonna pop out clogs? Whatever, I'll take her anyway. Alright, go on guys, you're gonna miss your trip.
As we're going towards the station, I messaged my wife just saying that I'm gonna be gone for a few days because of a job.
Okay. As you step outside into the
Wait a
pouring
second!
rain. Go on, Esme.
Dane, can you just hold off until we're back before you take her?
You planning on staying out more than the whole night?
Just in case we don't come back right away.
You don't come back, I can't go anywhere. I can't lock up this
Yeah.
place, can I?
Just make sure she doesn't leave here until we're back.
So if
What are
she
you
tries to
thinking?
go without me, I have to, what, restrain her?
As long as you don't
Persuade
kill
her.
her.
Persuade her, alright, got it. I'll feed her, kids love candy. Yeah, but I can't go anywhere till you guys get back anyway.
Dane, I don't. Never mind, you're fine.
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
You have to go.
I've got 4 younger kids. Younger
Oh.
siblings, she means. I'm used to it. Anyway,
Bruno,
go on, go!
Bruno, your good lineman is showing.
Oh well.
She's just a kid
We'll see what we can do to
me.
change that. We'll see what we can do to change that. So, as you head out into the pouring rain, it's dark. It's horrible. There's a couple fighting just across the road. It's normal. You don't give a shit. There's a couple of people standing outside of the Merry Minstrel next door. And one holds out a beer towards you guys. Not handing it to you, like raising a beer towards you guys.
Oh.
Hey! Who's the pretty one?
Oh, I'm glad you noticed.
That's Tiger.
Yeah, looks over at you guys. Ah, well,
What? You
It
what?
was-
Carry on.
it was worth a try.
He has a very pretty coat.
Hey! You, fairy! You two. Come on, you wanna have a party? You wanna have a drink?
We don't have time
Sorry.
for this.
One of his mates elbows him in the side of the head. You're married, goddammit! Sort yourself out.
Sorry, sweetheart, but we're on a job.
Oh, don't look at me like that. I'll forget I have a wife. Go on, go, have a nice night.
Yep, let's go, guys.
Okay, so as you head through town...
What's your name?
Esme, we're
Ralph!
leaving.
What's his name?
Ralof.
Lalof.
No, Ralof, with a R, Ralof. Okay.
Ralph, then add like off at the end.
Yeah, Ralph off, exactly. Not Ralof, god damn it. Anyway, so you head down the boulevard, and it's pretty well lit right now, but you head over to the Mystic's Tower. Gleaming glass of the roof, and the swiveling walls showing their various lights. As you get there, you can see the attendant is just under the shelter looking out for you guys. You see a gleam of gold eyes. Hey, you're the sixth that are booked.
Yeah, that's us.
Very good. Come on, I'm looking up in a minute. Public access is usually 10 p.m. I'll get you through. And she takes you over to a small swirling white portal. And just, well,
Alright, let's not mess around then. Just walk
whenever
straight
you're
through,
ready,
yeah?
right, through you go. You'd know
Great.
this, you've been through millions of times.
Yeah.
Yep. As you step in, you step out inside the Mystic's Tower in Nexon. A slightly more glamorous affair. The walls are well lit with braziers and torches. This one is a 24-hour. And it's a more glamorous affair. There's, it's well carpeted, it's 24 hours. There are iron braziers on the wall. Well lit lamps. And as you head down the corridor, the attendant gestures towards you guys and says, I don't quite know why that happened. Whatever. And says, okay, right, down you go. Just head out there. Gestures you towards the door.
I lead the party towards it.
Okay, and as you step out into the night, the thunderstorm continues. It's grim out here. It's even more grim than it was back there. There's an acidic smell to the rain. And you know that it won't be long before true acid storm comes. You need to get yourselves in somewhere. Most of you have been to Nexon before. You know where the blind gnome is. So you headed straight there?
Yeah, let's not fuck around. Don't want to get caught out here. Didn't get caught in one of these in the fucking wasteland. I ain't doing that again.
What do you mean? Acid's good for your skin.
Whose skin?
Maybe if you're me.
I mean, look at me. I'm already quite beautiful, aren't I?
I want to ruin that with acid then.
You know,
Go on.
without any ugliness in the world, there would be no beauty. Thank you for your sacrifice dreams.
Oh, woo me to the quick. Ooh.
You two, stop flirting on the job.
I'm not flirting now. After that, I need to get drunk because now I'm not sure if I want to live anymore.
Dimitri's
Ladies, we've got somewhere to be. Let's go.
Dimitri's gonna sit up on my shoulders, and say, "Hey, Dreams, you're a pretty boy. Mind if I lick your face?" And then his chest mouth is gonna open and smile.
Give me a perception check,
Dimitri?
Lucas. Perception check from Dimitri.
The 14.
He whispers in your ear. Tiefling on the roof to your right.
God, that cat is fucking creepy.
Okay, I'm gonna try and not look directly to
You glance over. You glance over.
Yeah.
Just in time to see him leap down in front of the group. Hey. See the ring on your finger. Can we talk? He's talking to Strider.
What is it? What is it?
There's tension underneath. Tension downstairs, if you know what I mean. Look, the Hellbringers have been out for some trouble. There's been some infighting recently. Just keep a low profile. That ring would normally protect you, but frankly, I can tell your mercs from a mile off. It's in the way that cat. It's in the way that cat walks. You no longer look like a Gauchai. You look like a merc. And whilst you might be able to handle yourself, that cat fella over there, he looks like he's in love with his gun. You might want to be careful. That's what I'm saying. And hey, the Horus sends his greetings. And he retreats into the shadows so quickly that none of you really catch it. And as you make your way around the corner, you head into the Blind Gnome Inn.
I'm gonna message Frost and I'm gonna be like, I know you love your guns, but keep them hidden.
He has no other
trouble
way
down
of
under.
walking. He's literally like, he's doing the little pounce, the little sneak movement. It's just how Frost walks. He's got swagger side to side. He's got a hand on one gun like it just belongs to him. But it's not his fault. But regardless, as you enter the Blind Gnome Inn,
I can keep my guns hidden though.
Yeah, you can hide your guns, but you can't hide your walk.
Yeah.
No, true.
You see this sort of dirty tavern top. You see a tiefling behind him with a bit of lank black hair hanging down the side. He looks up and, hey, drink?
Yeah.
What's your poison?
What? I didn't hear what you said, sorry.
What's your poison? It's offering you beer and wine, pretty much. Maybe a whiskey if you're lucky. Brandy, vodka, that kind of thing.
Some whiskey, if you got it.
I got it. Yeah. Looks over at Dreams.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a whiskey.
Yeah, start me over a shot of that, no.
Alright. 2 shots of whiskey. Beer. What about you? Killian?
No thanks, dear. I don't drink on the job.
Water?
No thank you.
Thank you. What about you? Next to Esme.
You sell tea?
It's probably a no.
He just keeps staring at you like blankly as if you've just asked him if he's married to a mermaid.
Is that a no?
Yeah. You're in a bar. What do you want?
I mean, bars make drinks and teas and drink. Anyway, do you have any entertainment tonight?
No. We sell drinks.
I'm gonna pull out my viol. Do you want some entertainment tonight?
He gestures over towards the shady-looking, dark, criminal-looking tavern goers in the corners and is like, you can try, but I ain't paying you for it.
Don't worry. My entertainment pays for itself.
Alright, well, that's what you want. Then be my guest. Anyway. Oh! What's that? That's just on you? Alright, okay. Apparently the drinks are on a strange-looking tiefling, sitting slightly to the side.
Take a glance over. Who is this guy?
Yeah.
Looks like it. Somebody who hangs about.
Looks like somebody who watches something called Twitch.
No, he's relevant as well. He's a tiefling. You were told to, keep an eye out for a certain contact. Somebody who watches the streets. Maybe it's him.
No, boss man, I think that's maybe the guy. I'm not sure. While you have that, I'm going to go over here and drink my whiskey. Esme, you're playing? I would love to hear.
What do you want to hear?
I'm not sure. Maybe some Yield Rick Astley or something. Maybe, not sure.
Coming out with a classic, sir.
Yeah, classics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to the guy who paid for our drinks and I'm gonna say, you look like a man. Puts his ear to the ground.
That'd be me. I got a call about an hour ago. Somebody owes me a gambling debt. Dane? Said you guys are looking for some info. Look,
Indeed.
I'd love to make some money out of you, but frankly, this info is commonplace. There's a dude called Barakos. He's been staying at the fire pit recently, but he has a home elsewhere, somewhere in Upper Necks, and I couldn't honestly tell you where, but he's at the fire pit right now, which is a tavern in Gehenna, you'd all know that. Apparently he's recently acquired a changeling servant. Acquired him on the roads. No one travels the fucking roads. Apparently he was outside the city and... Well, rumor has it. That's where you'll find your mark. Also, Dane said you had... the money he owes me.
Yes, of course.
6 plat.
Really owe you.
Or 600 gold equivalent.
Yeah, I give him 6 plat.
Thanks. Well, I thought I'd buy you guys some drinks. Thank you for the pleasure of running the gold over. Look, there's some trouble down below. Biggest scale fight I've seen in 50, 60 years. Between the Hellbringers and some gods. Some guy, Sir Damon, one of the guards, a few of the smaller guards. They weren't just killed. They were hung up outside the walls of Nexon proper, upside down. Pig written across them in blood.
Someone sending a message.
That's how it goes.
The Hellbringers don't normally themselves so public. Have enough fun down there, you know. It's the collusion. The collusion have been stirring up trouble constantly, and people are getting itchy.
I don't know. That's not our problem, though. We'll keep an eye out. Sure, we stay safe. Thank you for the information. Glad I could settle my man's debt. Then I turned to the group and... Alright, got the info. We're leaving.
Already?
Dream, we're on the job, remember?
You're also headed
And
to another tavern.
Yeah.
We're heading to another tavern, and the information is commonplace here, so that means others are onto this mark, just like we are.
Esme was just warming up, fine.
Alright. Yep. Let's
All
down
right.
it.
Let's go. I'm just quickly down my drink, and
So no sing a song?
you can do it at the
This
next
time.
one.
Good luck singing a song down there. Okay, so as you guys head out, I'm assuming you're headed to the nearest entrance to Gehenna.
How long until it starts raining?
Indeed.
It's, the acid rain's probably, I don't know, another hour or two away. But it won't affect you in Gehenna anyway.
Alright, yeah.
You're just currently you're just a wet cat.
Alright, good. We're fine.
So you head over to the nearest entrance to Gehenna, and a bored-looking guard, his hand on the side of his head. Gehenna,
Indeed.
Yeah.
extra-dimensional pockets. Any of you?
Yeah.
Right, very good. We've got a new portal installed. It's exciting, apparently. Someone gives a shit. You don't have to take those horrible stairs anymore. They clean them up. It's that one over there.
Fuck for that.
Yeah, door over
I
there.
like the stairs.
Still want to take the stairs? They still exist.
I do. Just
Dream.
like get my cardio.
Yeah, but
Dream, I have a feeling we're already going to get our cardio in today.
I think there's a corpse down there as well. I imagine it smells awful. I haven't opened the door in a couple of days.
Damn. Well, poor bastard.
He gestures towards the door with a black portal. And as per usual, you see the small circle. The flames around it.
Last one in.
Yep. Here we go.
Aye, aye.
Off we go.
So as you head through, that was that was beautiful, Kira. Love it. Thank you. Both of us expecting the music to do one thing, and just nope. As you step through the portal, Strider, you go first, and you see a large, black-chested tiefling, black-skinned. You see a massive gash from the top left of his shoulder to the bottom right. He's bare-chested. Well, he looks like he's taken a huge swipe from something. So over to you. Password.
Show my ring. Gaisho sends their regards.
Very good. May your paths be open to you, and oh, you know the fucking drill. I still need the password.
Yeah.
Looks over at the rest of you. Password? Anyone? Come on, I know you know it. Spit it out.
Fire and ash.
Fire and ash.
Yeah. Fire and ash.
Go on. And, watch
Hey.
the second turning on the left.
Hey, my man. Hey,
Yeah.
what happened to you?
Yes. I was... You know how it is. We're the security. Told to keep the peace. Somewhat. We don't normally step in, but... There were 8 guards. They came down, looking for someone. Trying to retrieve them. The Hellbringers fought back.
Shit.
Did you get the name?
Who? The guards, or who they were looking for?
What they're looking for?
It's that new changeling servant Barakos has got.
Fuck. We have to move.
He didn't get it for himself. That's the piece of information you're missing. It's purchased from Malkos. You'd know the name Malkos. Well, maybe Dreams wouldn't. He's oblivious. Yeah, Strider. Give me an intelligence check. Hey, Joe, he didn't say yes, he said this! And pointed towards the massive gash across his chest.
17.
Yeah. Why is this not coming up? Don't do that to me. Come on. There we go. He says, well... Why are you giving me an insight check? Oh, yes. So, Malkos is the... He's above board. He works in Next and Upper, but... He's the politician that makes sure the route to Gehenna stays open. He's as much of a criminal as he is a politician. He's he's very well connected. Look, if you're down here looking for Barakos, he's still in the Fire Pit Tavern, but... Just don't do anything stupid. I ain't got the energy for another fight.
Hey, what's your name?
Don't worry, we won't.
He looks at you like, what? Tell me who I am.
What's your name?
Gravis.
Reams, I can't believe you didn't know Gravis's name.
Well, listen, half the time I'm either in a dream or asleep.
Ah, you're one of those. Not to worry then. You'd know that Gravis is second in command to Bolt, who is the Hursk's personal security captain. Gravis watches the gate, Bolt watches the palace. They don't fuck about. He's very important.
Hey, dude, you want some Olosuba leaf? I haven't touched it.
Man, I don't smoke that shit. It sends you crazy. I'll tell you what.
Dream.
Hey, I'm fine.
You inject it, it keeps you going. Wait though, I don't suppose... Look, I'm not one to do drugs, alright? But you happen to have any Marusa bomb on you? That shit'd do wonders for this.
Reach into my pocket. I think I do actually. I do have it.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
So like, he puts his finger out for just a small dose.
Yeah, reach in my pocket. Here you go, my man.
He puts it on it.
Much better, right?
Tell you what, there's a reason why this shit ain't illegal up top. You any idea how good it feels as a tiefling? When you're in pain. When we're in pain, our skin burns.
Is he
Shit.
inebriated?
No, he's completely sober, he's just in agony. But he's got an open gash, like, from the top of his shoulder to the bottom left of his hip. Like, it's a full-on, like, sword slash. If any of you had have taken the wound, you'd be on the floor unconscious. But he's got 25 constitution, so he's doing alright for himself. And he looks at you and says, like, thanks, man. You're a gem.
No problem.
You said it with a smile on his face. And as I said, avoid the second turning on the left. You don't want to look at the carnage. It's not pretty.
Ooh. Okay.
I always still stood here.
Chirpy, when you got there.
You gotta be nice to your fellow man sometimes, okay?
As you pass the first turning on your left, you see a gap-toothed tiefling. No arms, sign in front of her. Looking for food. She calls over. Hungry? Anyone? She stops mid-sentence as soon as Darth turns slightly towards her. Never mind. Have a good night.
Let's
I
go.
don't think I know her. Well, maybe I can.
Must have been a dream you had once.
Story with this one, huh?
No. This is every time somebody is stopping mid-sentence, it's because they realise that he's come with the power of the Gaushai.
Oh.
Not because he's pretty. Alright, as you pass the second turning on the left, so those
Do
of
we
you
have
with
any
more...
food?
Yeah?
No, we have to go. There are others
Fire pit will
who
feed
know
you.
about this mark, and the guards are already trying to come and claim the tiefling, or the changeling. We don't have time to mess with every single person that we see.
As you
Besides,
pass the
this one
second...
looks
Sorry,
shady.
she is. She's very shady.
Everyone.
You probably know she works for the Horus. She's there to keep information. You see a couple of street kids run down towards you. Take one look at you. Walk away. Down the second...
I'll grab my bags.
Down the second turning to the left. No, the kids would never steal from you. They're the eyes. They're the spies in the streets.
You'd be surprised.
Not these kids. They're well trained. But as you look down the fucking second aisle to the left, second alleyway to the left, those of you with a more morbid curiosity, please give me a perception check.
So 17?
Yeah.
Advantage on perception. No,
The Esme, Kellyan, Lucas. There are at least 12 corpses over there. They're mangled into bits, various heads, various bodies. There's blood fucking everywhere, and a lot of them bear the markings of a particular wound. Back when you passed Gravis, you saw that he had a glaive on his back with very peculiar shaped, curved-shaped weapon marks, and you can see that he's done the majority of the damage here. But alas, returning to the fire pit is the third one on the left.
Damn,
And
they
as
really
you-
don't fuck around, do they?
No.
As you take
That's
the
impressive.
third exit on the left.
Can you still smell it?
No,
Uh,
Marcus.
before I walk away, Dimitri's gonna jump off of my shoulder and walk towards one of the dead bodies. And I don't know what you'd call it, his chest mouth is what I'm gonna keep calling it.
His second mouth.
Yeah, his second mouth open. Finally, some dinner, and eats one of the bodies.
Yo, that's sick! One of the kids looks at it, and the other one turns around and goes, I think it's pretty cool. No, it's disgusting, look at it! Oh my god, that cat just ate it! Whoa.
Dimitri's
Man.
gonna turn around, and as he starts walking back to me, looks at the kids. Hey kids, I'm still hungry.
Cool. As you head on to the next street. Go on.
Dimitri's gonna run up to the one that just said cool,
Mhm.
and gonna eat.
Lucas, you need to control your familiar, okay?
As Dimitri
Hey.
goes to take a bite, the kid misty steps 30 foot to the side. Hey, we're protected. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset it.
Dimitri's gonna jump back on my shoulders. I'm just gonna look at the kid. Protection ends at some point, and I'm gonna walk away.
Lucas, I understand how you are, but they are protected by someone we do not fuck with, okay? I don't care how pissed off at the world you are. Those kids, anyone who works for the mob down here is not to be trifled with whatsoever.
Strider, he wasn't really gonna fucking eat the kid. You think if he wanted to eat the kid would still be alive? Just wanted to play
Yes.
with it.
Well, it certainly looked like he tried. Either way, if you end up pissing off the wrong people down here, you're on your own.
Lucas is just
know
gonna,
that, okay?
There's nothing I can do to keep any of us safe
Lucas
if
is
you
just
piss
gonna-
off the wrong people.
Lucas is just gonna giggle and then walk towards the door.
Okay, as you head over towards the door, you enter into the fire pit. It is renowned for exactly what it says on the tin. There is a huge fire pit in the center with a roof open out, and the building is built around it. Tavern owner looks over to you. Here for business or are you drinking?
Business.
Very good. Who's your business with?
I'm looking for the changeling.
common knowledge. You don't go shouting it about. Do you mean you're looking for Baracus?
Sure.
Room 6. Upstairs. And, make a mess. Clean it up.
Yep. Let's go.
He's holding his hand out, waiting for you to give him money.
Yep, I toss in.
A plait will do it.
Yeah, I thought about that. I just didn't know if that was too much.
No, that is about as
I
little
used
as you
to
can
work
get
with
away with.
plait, yeah.
As little as you can get away with. Very good. It'll cost you another one if you make too much mess. Or break anything.
I'm gonna turn to the group and I'm gonna just like eye them, being like, nothing. All right. Let's go.
Caldian, give me an insight check.
The 23.
As you gotta head up the stairs, you realize that actually, room 6 looks out over the street. It's got a nice big window. You can go up, or you can take your hit from far if you wanna really cause some damage. Your choice.
Strider, what exactly is our plan here?
I'm assuming everyone got a good layout of the building before we got in.
You did.
Wait, were we supposed to be paying attention, boss? Because
People who were paying attention know they need to pay attention. I'm sorry, Esme, but I'm assuming we have a good vantage point.
I guess.
Asking Killian. You think you could find a good spot?
Yeah, I feel like I missed something. Am I killing something?
No, I just want you. I want you ready, in case shit hits the fan.
Shall I leave then? Make my nest.
Yes. I don't want to go in there with everyone. Alright.
Do you want someone watching over her? Or do you want me with you?
Yes. No. Make sure she stays safe.
Right.
Okay.
On you, Curlion, then. Let's do this.
As Caldian and Frost head back out front, you're able to cross over and get up just past the little fence where Caldian vanishes into complete silence. Frost, give me a stealth check.
Is a 17 good enough?
You'll manage. I'm gonna take a position just underneath. It's a little bit more open ground. It's out on the streets. It's sort of lit, but you manage it.
I'll have my rifle ready, and I'll have my shotgun down by my side.
As Strider, you get upstairs. You see number 6.
Esme, Lucas, stay quiet. Dreams, you and I will do the talking.
Sure.
And then I knock on the door.
Hello?
Yes.
Who's there?
Good evening.
Who's there?
A friend.
Rakos has gone out. He's locked me in.
Not you in.
Yeah.
Where has he gone?
He's gone to see about getting me up to Melkos. Melkos is my final buyer, I guess. I'm assuming
is
you know
your
who I
name?
am. My name's Ado.
Ah, I see.
But you know that. That's why you're here, right? Everyone wants to see the new changeling in town. You're here to take me to the next bidder?
I'll just give a slide eye to Strider.
Look, do we need to talk through a door? I don't suppose you can open it, can you? One of you.
I open the door.
Well, you can try. Give me a dex check. Or a sleight of hand check, whichever you prefer. Oh, with agile proficiency modifier as well, so. It's a 19. Yeah, you're
Oh.
fine. You're fine. Door's open. As you take your multi-tool out, slip it through the lock. Nobody's stupid enough to break the lock on Malkos's purchase, so it's hardly like it was particularly well locked. As the four of you head in, you, Darth, Strider, are staring straight back at yourself.
That's a neat trick.
Quick flicker, and it's dreams.
I do look good today.
A couple
Nice.
of seconds later, it's Esme. And then it's
You know-
Lucas.
You could have picked someone better.
That's me.
Hey.
And then it's a figure that's completely blank. White, blind eyes, white hair. Simple grey skin. Hi. I'm Ada. You want to
Nice
talk?
to meet you.
Or are we going somewhere?
Just
try to-
so I have knowledge, who are we supposed to bring the changeling to? Because it sounds like
Her previous
it's
owner
just...
is who's paying you, Cyrus Elmwood.
Alright.
She looks at you. Look. I tried to make a life for myself. Rumor got out. The person I was looking like turned up dead. And then I turned up at the gate the next day. I mean, it's a run of bad luck. Barakos captured me. Brought me here. I'd rather work for Malkos than for Cyrus. Cyrus was a bastard.
So I've heard.
You know, the thing about us changelings? We can hide the blood. We can hide the bruises. We can hide the teeth marks, the scratches, the burns. Whatever he does, there's no evidence the next day. I don't know what you want with me, but I don't want to go back.
So, I'm sorry, Strider. So, can you tell me about his son?
Yeah, Tobias. He's a good man. Look, I want to be that person, but we're not going to have this discussion like anywhere that isn't here.
I'm just gonna take a once around the room. Is there anything else here that maybe Ruckus might have left or anything?
No, he's left her a change of clothes. And there's a fruit bowl on the table.
Ooh, fruit.
It's a mango.
Delicious.
Always the thing we bite into before cutting it. My bad. But yeah, you take a bite at your mango. Look, there's got to be somewhere better than this.
Well, boss man, what do you say?
The only question is, how do we get you out without anyone asking questions?
Oh, easy. You come in with any friends? Oh, you'll do. He looks at Esme. Here.
Esme's gonna pick her vial and say, "No, you change back right now, or I."
No. Oh, he's not changing into you.
Okay.
You look like you might be able to cause a bit of a distraction. No one will notice if the same person walks by twice in a couple of seconds.
Does this window open?
No.
Boss, can I have a word outside? I'm just feeling really lightheaded.
I messaged Esme. What's up?
Right. I'm not gonna be the one, but I'm gonna be the one. This person can shift into us, and I'm not like really super comfortable with the idea of them not being in a confined space and being able to walk around with my face. So can we like discuss some maybe shackles, some ropes, something like that?
That draws too much attention.
I really don't
How
want to
about... Sorry, I don't... Sorry.
I just want to put the idea out there.
Yeah, I know. No, I understand. But currently, we want to get her out of here, or them out of here. We don't have much of a choice.
We could break her legs. That way she can't.
How does that look at her? Does she look like she's really in the mood for running right now?
All I'm gonna say, boss, is that I would hate to be the person that says I told you so, and I'm that person a lot because I do read tarot.
At this point, she turns to Lucas. Hey. Are we really gonna wait here till someone gets back? We won't have a choice now.
Well, we could always kill the clerk downstairs. You turn into him. You walk out as if he is.
I wouldn't do that to the bartender. He might get more than you bargained for, but there's a couple of people down there, sure. But look, honestly, as long as somebody goes down there and takes the bartender's attention, buys a drink or something, I can flick between people quickly enough that nobody will realize which one I was.
Did you say
Drink.
Yeah. Right ahead of you.
Distraction.
Yeah, it's no problem. I would like to, during that time she was conversing with everybody, I would like to press the digitation on the window to show. I didn't want to speak about it over the things, but just wanted to press the digitation symbols to Frost and Killian, like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this and move that.
Oh
way.
no,
Just
I have a sending stone with Frost. So as soon as I sent you down there, I grab my stone out and I tell Frost, I'm like, we're gonna be coming out.
Okay, cool.
We're taking him.
Well, you've all got earrings, but yeah, I think it was. I think Dreams was
specifically.
Okay.
Well, Dreams trying to say, like, you know, we're gonna be leaving with them and not to shoot.
I'm actually going to address what's in
relaying
chat.
that.
She's well aware she can turn into anyone. The problem is that that person didn't walk into the bar, so the bartender would know who she was if she was to walk past on the way out looking like somebody who hasn't walked in. Right?
Yeah.
I would like to point out that lobby logic does exist in James's world.
Very much
because
so.
He's the one who clarified it in Sogravia.
Yeah. She can turn into anyone within her imagination as well. The problem is she would have had to walk in as that person to get out as them. Because the bartender's watching to see who comes in to make sure she doesn't go out looking like someone else.
Right, I'll be returning the message to.
Go on, Kelly.
Yeah.
What makes it so bizarre is that she was caught in the first place.
She was trying to live under a different persona so that she would be given a home and a job and stuff, as opposed to just
that makes sense.
living.
That makes sense.
So I understand now what you mean. Yeah, she shouldn't have got caught. She took a risk, and she got caught. But anyway, Dreams, as you go down to the bar, bartender looks over. Everything all right?
Oh, everything's perfect. But there is one thing that's not perfect here, and if you want me to give you 5 stars, I'm gonna need you to correct that.
Oh, you're the distraction, are you? Look.
No, I just need a drink.
Good. What do you want?
Well, I would like a whiskey, but I would also like wine as well.
A whiskey and a wine. Nice and easy.
Do you mind if I,
Mage Hand paused from behind him and he looks straight at you and says, look, I don't give a fuck if the changeling goes missing.
Oh.
Records don't pay me enough to keep an eye out here.
Okay.
If you've got the door open, go for it, but if he gets back and she's missing, make sure you are a long way away. That's all. He can't ask me to keep an eye on a changeling. God knows how many fucking forms she can take on the way out of the door. I meant to do, like, photographing from me. I don't give a shit, look, honestly. I know what you're here for. Everybody who's come has come the same way, except everybody else tried force. You guys seem to be a bit more subtle. I like the look. Now, go. And he hands you your whiskey and your wine. Holds out his hand, 50 gold.
put in his hand? What's your name before I go?
You would ask.
Oh, yeah, I would,
there we go.
I'm a friendly guy.
You have his name, I don't. Mephisto.
Oh, thanks.
It's on the shop list. You can see his name on the list. I can't. Got 25,000 things open. And as Dreams, as you do this, you see Strider and Nokus and Esme coming down the stairs. And just behind is Strider again. Being very quiet and calm. And sort of holds back a little bit, and then you see Strider duck in between two people, and then at that point he sort of comes around the edge. You see, they're sort of using a little bit of distortion of time, and people not paying too much close attention.
Esme plays a
Sort of out
song.
the door.
La,
Fantastic.
La, la, la.
Give me a
La,
performance
la,
check.
La 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 la.
Esme. Esme.
No, he's got the right idea.
I thought there was a plan.
He's really got the right idea. Esme, give me the performance check, please.
That is an 18.
Beautiful, Esme. Beautiful.
Toss a coin to your bard, oh city of plenty, oh
A
city of plenty.
tiefling comes over to you. Hey, you can
Hey,
sing.
boo-boo. Stop. Me? No, no, I
You
can
play any
never.
other instruments?
Yeah, like a few. What's your name?
My name doesn't matter. You ever heard of the Devil's Horn?
Sir, I'm like 19. What are you trying to imply here? I mean, not saying that I'm not into it.
The Devil's Horn is a legendary instrument of the bards. It went
Say again?
missing. It's a legendary bard's instrument. It went missing last week.
Where?
Mama says the drow have it. You're welcome. Have a good night.
Esme's kind of lost focus and she's just kind of like stringing now. I'm just there like,
Huh. Okay. Strider, where do you plan on taking everybody? Straight home?
Yeah. Get back as basically as fast as we can.
In that case, as you re-enter the streets and you begin your mad dash through Gehenna to get back up to the Mystic's Tower. It's open 24 hours a day. You'll be able to get into the Mystic's Tower in this time of night. The one in next. And as you head over to the Mystic's Tower, it's just after 1 a.m. You get there with relatively no problem. She now looks like a very average-looking tiefling. Ada does. Nobody special. And you step through the portal. You arrive, and at the desk is sitting the same Egenasi that unlocked everywhere for. Oh, back already? Alright.
Indeed.
I'll unlock for you. And there, we shall take a short break. As you arrive back at the hideout, you bring in this unusual looking tiefling, fairly, plain and she reverts to form as soon as she gets in. This home?
No. Not yet, anyway. You have to discuss some things first.
No, home for you, not home for me.
Yeah.
Remote.
So for the minute, I'm safe here, right?
Yes. Very.
She nods over towards Dane sitting at the desk. What about him? Can I talk in front of him?
Yes.
Alright. Look. Price on me was 550,000. 5,500 plat. That's what Macros is paying. I don't know how much you're getting for finding me. I don't know who sent you, but I'm assuming it's Saras. I'll tell you all about the home, and everything you want to know. First of all, I want to make you an offer. I would do anything for a bit of freedom. Anything. I can be your eyes, your ears, around the streets. You're a merc group, right?
Yes.
How about being the first to hear of the job? I'm used to working in the servants' quarters. I know about gossip. I know about rumors. And I know to keep myself hidden, believe it or not. I got caught because I was stupid. I tried to get myself a particular job. A friend of mine, she applied for a role somewhere else in Nexum. And I doubled as her. Well, how was I to know she was going to get herself killed? It was all planned out. It's all laid out. Look. I'll work for you in exchange for room and board, nothing else. My absolute loyalty. or you can return me to Cyrus. Cyrus is a bastard, like I said. But Tobias, his son? That's a whole nother level. You see, Cyrus is cruel. But he's no demon. He's just an evil man. Tobias is a rapist and a sadist, a murderer. His evil knows no bounds. Servants go missing because he's used them too hard. Tobias is the real reason I run away. He's dark, and he's got friends. Friends in the Gauchai who come round, throw lavish parties. The servants are their playthings.
You have names?
That's me.
Of what? The Gauchai? The servants? Of what?
Both.
The servants wouldn't give me a thank you. Those who choose to stay. Those who don't, try and run. Some of us make it, some of us don't. As for the Gauchai, no, I'm not that stupid. I don't ask for names while they're stubbing cigarettes out of my back.
Is that how that girl ended up in the alley 3 months ago? Or went missing 3 months prior?
No, she started speaking out. She tried to let out rumors about Tobias, about Cyrus, and being faithful to his wife. Cyrus had her killed.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really interested in your little sad story. However, I wouldn't mind letting you stick around for a bit.
Everybody has their motives.
One problem.
Yeah.
No one here is going to like it when I say this, but we have one problem. Room and
Money.
board. There's only so long that we can keep a roof and board over our head if we don't get paid.
Oh, wait. I think you're missing something else, kitty cat. This
Please
is Cyrus's...
don't fucking call me that ever again.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But hear me out. This here is Cyrus's prize servant. And he's a very powerful man.
Yeah, huh?
A roof over our head. We won't be able to keep our heads for too long if he finds out that we have her here.
I'm gonna touch my earrings and say, did anyone else hear the fact that she was about to be sold for 500,000? That's like 100,000 each. Hello?
I'll tap my ear. Oh,
No.
I definitely heard it.
Let's take it to
I
the
message
market.
back and I'm like, I say, rent, room, board, food. It's taken out first. Then we get paid. That's just how it goes.
What we're getting paid doesn't compare to 500,000 though.
The problem is that the
500,000
information
and
you
then
can
we're on the
gather.
run for how long?
Why would you be on the run?
Well,
She's
I'm pretty
basically
sure.
invisible. She'd just be someone else. She'd be our most recent hireling. Go on,
Yeah,
Tony.
but if people figure out that we sold this prized fucking changeling, I'm pretty sure
Or
it's going to
not.
end up being on our heads.
Go on, Kellyanne.
What makes you so prized anyway?
We all are. Changelings, we're dying out. We're abused, used. We have to die. There aren't many of us left, and our services are particularly lavished by those with highly perverse minds, or those that need somebody who can be anywhere at any time. If you ain't working for the Horus, and you ain't working for the Emperor, you're working for a pervert.
Well, sweetheart, I'm asking for you specifically, compared to all the other changelings.
Nothing as far as I know. Those people I've met who are like me, they're just as good at what they do as I am. It's in our nature, it's in our blood.
Yeah. You want a drink? I'm thirsty. You want us a drink? I'm gonna get a drink. I'm
You've
gonna get
been
some
drinking
awesome
all
drinks.
night. How are you still thirsty?
Because You could say, hearing all this is making me quite parched.
Parched?
I'm sorry.
Or is it because you've been on something again? You've been on something that's been giving you that thirst, haven't you?
Oh, I'm always in that haze. Don't worry about that. But
Ada, how
Yeah.
Go on.
how about this? We can take you in. Obviously, some of us don't want to, but I'm sure that well, if you get an alias, go by a different face. You know, let's say you're a Jane Smith working for us. You've told us your name is Jane Smith. We could simply play stupid if you're found out.
I wouldn't be found out.
Right, you know, indicates that you do, just to, you know, release
thing is-
the minds of my
Look,
companions.
I can put it very simply to you. People might find out I'm a changeling. There's no way of finding out which changeling I am.
Right. One more thing.
Yeah.
Do you think you could pay off how much you're worth?
How much am I worth to you guys right now? What can you make?
How much is rent?
25,000, but the job's paying 110. She loves 110,000. Macros was paying 550. That was for a month. Look, I guarantee you, I'll have 5 jobs on your table in 24 hours that pay you more than that. How's that?
You get us
Like
those
you.
5 jobs that pay more, you can stay.
Well,
If not,
job number
Sorry.
1. The drow have stolen Devil's Horn.
You know where that is?
Yep. I do. The drow have stolen it. They're selling it.
How do you know?
How do I know? I listen.
What did
Fuck
you
is the
listen
devil's
exactly?
horn?
Hold on. What did you listen exactly?
I listened to one of the drow trying to sell it to somebody.
What did you listen exactly?
Okay, so there's a drow called Varys. He works for Velnar, the Arcane Wonders store in Gehenna, and everybody knows the Arcane Wonders store in Gehenna is a front, and they sell all sorts of illicit stuff, and basically they're selling the Devil's Horn, which they stole. Where did they steal it from, I hear you ask? Well, the owner of the Lily Bloom, Gamos, is an avid musician, one might say. And his great-grandfather left it to him. And it went missing from the shop 3 nights ago. The drow side tried selling it just yesterday to a man who works for Daminos. Said he had a lot of money. It was going for about 250,000. But then the news came out that Gamos is offering 150,000 to anybody who can get it back from. Seeing as the drow are selling it for 30,000, you'd make 120,000, which I believe would pay my debt off to you if you were just to buy it and hand it over. Nice easy job. Job number 2. Or you still want details over there?
He's good on my book, guys.
Wait.
Job number 2, Tobias. Elmwood. He's wanted dead by the Horus. 180,000 gold. Cash in hand, nice and easy. Except for one thing. That man has more implants than you and I have genes. It's no easy kill, but you manage it. Right. Job number 3. There's a wet boy in Gehenna. I was trying to purchase the venom at the Desert Cicada. Desert Cicada venom is only purchasable from one place. You need to take a trek to Chimbulok. In Chimbulok, there are various merchants known to sell it. I don't know how much it'll cost you, but the guy's paying 200,000 for a month's store. Now, if you can get it for less than 50,000 or steal it yourself, hey, profit, easy. Job number 4 and 5 might take me a bit of searching. Look, I don't have no morals, I don't have no qualms. I don't care who you are, I don't care what you do, I don't care who you kill. All I want is to be able to spend an hour a day shopping, 8 hours a day sleeping, and be able to choose what I eat.
Not the later, but I'd say consider it done if I were.
Lucas.
Second.
As long as you bring around the good jobs. Room's yours. I don't care what you do in your spare time.
And we're really
Just
thinking
don't
this
get caught.
through.
Oh, how about this? And then Dimitri's gonna jump off my shoulders and onto the floor. And then his eyes are gonna meet her eyes. And I'm gonna cast sleep on her.
She's asleep.
Great. Now that we've got the information out of her, how about now we do those jobs and then sell her on the market for the highest bidder?
That is a good
No.
idea. Almost. I just don't want to piss off any of the bigger guys. You know, see, she did say something that was nice. The horse does want this Tobias guy dead. So if we could get jobs from the horse, that'd be actually pretty nice.
Dane holds up his hand. You do realize she just told you about 3 high-profile jobs in. Now, what about in a week's time, 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time? Think long term.
Exactly.
You could be rich.
Exactly. The information she could get is too high of value.
Also, you sell
to
her,
sell.
you've got to say she's a changeling. And once you start selling a changeling, well, all the bidders come by and
Everyone's
all of them
gonna
pay.
know what's going on.
Well,
Strider, do you really think we can hide her here?
She
Seriously?
technically isn't working for us.
She looks like she's
She
hiding
isn't
herself
working
pretty
for
well.
I
Yeah.
don't necessarily want to hide them.
If she gets found out, all I agreed to do was give her room and board, and all she has to do is give us information. If she gets found out, then that means she gets found out, and then she's on her own.
No,
we are
we
at
agreed.
no charge to do anything.
No, we agreed to take the job to get her back to who
Back to Cyrus.
owns her, and we didn't. We kidnapped her and then kept her for ourselves.
The
We
doorbell
just couldn't
goes.
find her.
And that would be I told you so.
Shit, she's asleep. Wake her up. Quick.
Or hide
No.
her.
Oh,
Don't worry, it's me.
Dream.
You hear Skelly at the door.
Never mind. So yeah, I don't necessarily want to sell her. I just don't want to make
I opened the door.
prolific enemies. That's all.
Hey guys, I've got some news.
Yeah.
What's up?
You might want to go next door.
Why?
Garmin, person who gave you the job, is turning
Yeah.
dead.
There goes my I told you so.
And,
Shit.
well, read this. She tosses a newspaper onto the table.
Um,
Alright, I'm gonna scan me in.
Front page, nice big letters. Cyrus Elmwood found murdered.
Oh.
You know, speaking of the murdering Elmwoods, I'm particularly excited for the Tobias one.
I figured you would.
that's a big hit.
All signs
It's
point
take a lot of
towards.
time.
All signs point towards the collusion. That's Skelly telling you.
Well,
So, our payout's gone
Okay.
fucking bust then, hasn't it?
Yeah, so we should find
We're
out.
not.
You did the job already?
We're not. And I
Oh, that's
point
her?
to. I
Different.
point to her on the floor.
I always wonder with the changeling. Could she look like me, but
Okay.
prettier? Be like I could use her as a mirror to do my own.
Golly, you're gorgeous as is.
Oh, thank you,
Esme.
darling.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling. I
All right.
bought you a present, Esme.
Okay, hold on. On a more serious topic, I can't get caught up in this shit, okay? If people are dying left and right, I'm out. I'm here to make bank.
Who did you say?
Who did
Who did you
what?
say? Who did you say killed Cyrus?
The collusion.
All signs point to the collusion.
Do
Are they
I
coming
have
for
any
us?
knowledge of who the collusion is?
You all know who the collusion are. They fight for freedom. Freedom for the downtrodden, freedom for slaves, freedom for servants, freedom for the changelings. Freedom for the
Now,
fallen devils. Simon spent the whole day trying to persuade Lucas to join them earlier today.
Yeah,
Simon's
I
from the
heard. I
collusion.
remember I heard it from them. I'm gonna say, well, the person who killed the person who gave us the job. They're both dead, so there is no payout out of that job. And the person who killed them wants racial equality. Currently, we are employing this changeling not as a slave, but as a person. They get to make all the choices, and all they have to do is just give us jobs. So
Hey,
collusion should have
Strider?
no problem with us.
Can I go home now? I
Yeah.
just wanted to drop that by.
Of course.
Just look after
Thank you.
yourself, yeah?
I'll see you in a few hours.
Have a good
Be
night.
careful out there.
I thought we needed money.
Well,
Yeah, but we don't
We
get
do,
the fucking
but
money now, are we?
Well, we can if we
The
still
point-
sell the girl.
Yeah, if we sell the girl,
Lucas.
we're gonna have the collusion on our back, we're gonna have everyone on our back. It's gonna go badly. I'm not a smart
Lucas,
guy.
you
and
have
I
to
know
think
that.
about this long term. The information we could gather from her alone, rumors, gossip, a lord comes down and
Hey.
messes around with the wrong people.
Just because
All of that.
Just because Elwas is dead, it doesn't mean people aren't going to come after her. We just kidnapped her.
I'm gonna
You
look
think they're
behind
not
my
going to
shoulder.
look?
Have you seen this?
How are they going to know who it is?
Who's that?
Dane's talking as he reads the newspaper. Have you guys actually read this?
No, what's that? Tell me. Tell
thought
me.
I
I'm
did.
curious now.
His wife? All this... Everyone in the house other than the servants was killed. Tobias is on the run. This is serious. Apparently, well, he was found with a note in his mouth. And the note said, sorry, give me a second. The return of servants who deserve to be free has been punished. The changelings will not be held. Yours sincerely, the collusion. They've claimed the kill.
I'm gonna look behind my shoulder and say, "Shut up! Shut up! I'm thinking. I do not need your opinion. Just shut up."
It's not an opinion. I'm just reading you the newspaper. I apologize.
I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to behind my shoulder.
Oh, right, okay.
Just be quiet right now. Listen. Those people killed people. Be quiet. I'm thinking. They killed people, and they killed the guy who gave us a job, which means that they probably know that we took the job, which means that they're probably gonna come for us. And that means there's a dead Esme in my tarot deck. And Esme doesn't want to be dead.
And I thought I
So-
was high.
Esme, the tarot deck calls you to make a reading on this.
Oh, be quiet! Oh my god! Oh my. Okay, cool.
Give me a
Here's
performance and an
my
insight check.
together.
And here she goes.
And as you give me your performance and insight check, the question you're asking is... What? I'll let you phrase the question.
That's.
Yeah, I've got the
there-
checks, but I'm wondering what your exactly what you want to ask. Although the answer will inevitably be vague with a role like that.
How much money am I gonna make out of this?
The card you turn over is the future.
As I draw the future card, I'm gonna look behind my back again and like hold it up and say, "See, I'm probably not gonna die. Just let me do it." God. So what do you guys think?
Just a quick meta question, Lucas. How long does sleep last for?
A minute.
Oh, well, imagine that. Morning. She looks
Yeah,
like
I wish it was longer, but
that was understandable. Do you want me to go somewhere so you guys can talk? I understand this must be a big decision, but...
You want some coffee?
Whoa! Can I... She nods towards the newspaper. May I?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
take a look for yourself. There's
We already saw headlines, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
big developments
The
happening.
collusion? Again?
I would like to point out that the collusion are powerful people. I don't think it would hurt if, you know, they were on our side.
Exactly. We're not doing anything wrong here.
If I was in gainful employment, quite frankly, they might start giving you work.
Ada,
That's exactly what I was
Exactly.
thinking.
Yeah.
out of sheer curiosity, and you can answer this as honestly as you want.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think we kidnapped you?
What? I was
People
rescued
haven't
from a
learned
kidnapper.
Exactly.
I was just wondering how you view us.
Provided I'm not going... Well, I'm not going back to Cyrus, that much is clear. Provided I'm not being
I
sold to
think
the
you guys should
highest
buy it.
bidder, I think the word is save, yes? If I'm being sold to the highest bidder, I would call you mercenaries. She smiled.
Fair.
All right.
Well, I have another question, actually.
Uh-huh.
Since Cyrus is dead, will you still be needing us to hide you since Tobias is on the run?
I don't need
There are
you to
other
hide me.
people who
Until
still
Tobias
want.
is
I
dead.
don't need you to hide me. I need me to hide me. I want my freedom.
Okay. So
From now on,
your prior deal is
from
still
now
on the
on,
table.
she waves. She's a water stone genasi. From now on, you can call me Cow.
Okay.
Short for Kalindra. I'm a water stone genasi whose last family member just died off. I needed some work. I was good at the desk, but I wanted to get a bit more sociable. I'll be your marketer, your advertiser. Until I get to one particular place. It'll cost me 300 gold a week to hire a room next door at the Merry Minstrel. They have a back entrance. Every time I leave the Merry Minstrel, I'll be someone different. I'll go out, get your information, come back, come out of the Merry Minstrel, and walk in here, and I'll be Cal. You'll only ever see Cal. People will only ever see Cal working here. And if I'm caught, well, I'm Cal.
I have another question.
Yeah.
This is more for me, not for them. Are you into any extracurriculars?
You're asking me if I do drugs?
Yes, I am.
You don't know how changelings work, do you?
No, I'm sorry, Dada.
Okay. We can do irons if we have to. But, and the senses don't bother us too much. But anything else? We start flickering around like some kind of bad show.
That
My
sounds
face starts
funny.
going all over the place. I tell you what, sometime, when you guarantee me we'll stay in a room, I'll show you how it works. I smoked haze once. Oh my god.
Do
I
you
was
wanna-
3,204 people in one night.
Currently, like what they're going to talk about, I really don't care. But do you wanna, maybe?
Maybe not tonight.
I
I could do with a whiskey
Or-
in bed.
Okay. I'm gonna message everyone. I'm just gonna be like, terms sound fair?
You hear her screaming from upstairs.
Oh, there is that.
Voice to be recognised.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
the
Delilah.
kid.
Oh,
Alright, I'm
Dane,
gonna go
Dane has
ahead and-
already ran up the stairs. You will find him at the top of the stairs when you get there.
I'm
That's
going to
fucking
brew
right.
some
Yeah.
tea.
Okay, please do.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to brew some Olosuba tea.
Okay.
I'm gonna
As far as I'm aware, the deal that you just proposed is fine. I'm
I
perfectly
don't want to
willing.
be that person, but do you always have screaming people upstairs?
yeah.
I'm gonna fly up the
yes,
stairs.
I'm going straight upstairs and check
Okay,
it
Lucas
out.
gets there first, flying. And Frost just second.
Yes,
Man.
you do usually.
Strider, you come up third. And you see him holding her. In a hug. Hey, kid. It's alright, it's alright. It's just a dream.
What the fuck
She
is
turns
she?
around. She turns around, you idiot. It's not a dream. It's my father.
What's happening?
What?
Kellyanne, go.
Really quick before, like, while we're making our way up the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna mutter to Strider, a word with you after.
Of course.
It's my father.
What about him?
When I sleep, I see visions of where he is and what he does. Everybody other than Dreams is upstairs. Dreams is brewing tea. Look, I see visions of what he does to people. Sometimes I see it from their eyes. It's not a big deal. I'm sorry if I woke anyone.
We'll keep that shit under control, yeah?
At that point, I think I will walk in. Hey, drink some of this. And I'll slide it over.
She looks at it. Would it hurt?
It'll just calm you down and you relax.
Knowing dreams, hopefully I'll knock you the fuck out.
What is it, Dreams?
Lucas, please go downstairs.
Dreams, what is it?
This is Olosuba.
Oh, she's wide fucking awake now. It's helpful. She sort of sits up. Alright, well, that's a jolt, isn't it? She looks at you, Lucas. What's your problem? What have I done to you?
Nothing. Yet.
I thought we'd be alike. I thought you'd understand the struggles.
Understand what? You don't know anything about me. I don't know anything about you. You think just because we look alike, that means we share something? Take that shit elsewhere.
What, so your mum and dad, they
My mum and
didn't
dad
hate
are
each other?
nothing like yours.
They didn't hate each other?
No.
Oh.
Kid, maybe it's time we see what you're seeing. Do you have anything in your head that stops magic?
Not if I'd let it happen.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Friends on her. Okay, I'm gonna need you to think about what your father's done. Just think about a specific thing, yeah? And because she's now under the effect of a concentration spell that allows me to manipulate her thought, I'm gonna cast Encode Thoughts. And I'm gonna pull the thought strand out of her head.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna, like, open it in my, like, I'm gonna break the ribbon and see the thoughts in my head.
You can do, but just to remind you, in this world, you can also place it in a basin. And everybody will be able to see it.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna grab. Can I borrow
Skelly
your
uses
key?
one. Skelly uses one all the time. It's on her desk.
Oh, okay, cool. Do you guys wanna see it?
Looks
Wait.
like a worm.
You're sharing out the nightmares? That's
I mean,
terrifying.
You
at
guys,
least.
you guys have fun with that. I'm gonna sit with the kid for a while.
At least we can figure out why she's so scared. I mean, she's probably just a little rat, but still.
Esme, just do it.
Get me the fuck out of it.
As Esme goes down, Lucas, where are you going?
He's just gonna storm off.
What, to his own room, or?
Do we have like a back garden? Or
You have your back garden. You also have your own room.
Sure. No, I'm just gonna storm out to the back garden.
Okay. As Killian, Strider, and Esme going upstairs, and Frost, sorry, get down and you look into the ewer. Esme breaks the dream, and you see a man. He's in the fiery pit of hell, but you see him in a nice bright room inside it. He's happy, he's smiling, he's looking down at his child. His wife's just given birth. And then the demon steps in and snaps the head off of the body of the baby, and dashes it to the floor. He puts 2 claws through the wife's neck. He turns to the man. It's never real, but you fall for it every time. Maybe another 100 years I'll break you. She saw this all from the perspective of the father. She sees it every night. Dane looks over. Shit, man, it's twisted.
Thought I had it rough here.
What does it mean?
Means that her father is a piece of shit.
Her father is intentionally doing this to her. He knows that she sees this, and he wants her to break.
Make an insight check on that, Strider. Yeah, you're 100% correct. He is most definitely making her see this. He's furious that she has more of her mother in than him. Her mother was an angel. Fallen, admittedly, but...
How did they bonk each other if he fucking, like, hates her so much?
I think he was rather coercive and didn't appear as he actually is to her.
And even if he did, I mean, you said that when you have a kid, that both parties actually wanted that.
They look
Sorry,
over.
it's just fucking bizarre.
Lucas is different. Most fallen devils are left upon this earth, all, 50, 60 of them, come from a union of temptation and twisted desires. They're not intentional. At least not on the part of the angel. You see, when a fallen devil falls further and becomes a true devil, its powers are far greater than those that were spawned from two devils. As they can walk various planes and they have the magic of the celestials within them. The devils do this to create greater powers. Hey, don't look at me like that. I read in a book once. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I know.
Oh, sorry, I thought this was God talking to me.
No, that's Dane.
God.
No, Dane's an avid
That's
reader.
my
You would know
God.
Dane's an avid reader. He's always turns up with 4 or 5 books in the library. He's always reading random shit.
Kinda reminds me of me, guys.
Do your parents hate each other?
Something like that, yeah.
I would say imagine having a normal childhood, but I feel like a childhood full of abuse is the normal.
Yeah. You get me, Kelly.
I don't. My childhood was perfect. It wasn't until I grew up a little did I have it pretty bad.
Oh, honey. What happened?
It's fine. Actually, that reminds me, Strider, I would like to have a word.
Of course.
I don't need to pull him aside, but I'm singling him out because he's the leader.
Just before you do, Strider, you take out your journal to make a few notes. Did you see the last entry? It fucking rained. I hate being wet. Stuck in this backpack, he left some rations in here. It stinks. Some sort of packed lunch, I think. God, he's so smarmy with his lovey-dovey relationship. Always thinking about it. Always talking about it. Forgets little old me all wet in here. And they pull me out and there's a kid screaming. God, get me out of here. The end. Kellyanne, you pull Strider aside. What are you talking about?
I already mentioned my excitement for the Tobias job. I wonder if I would be able to pull it off the same way I did my husband. I feel like we might need to pay a little visit to my mother. She's an herbalist, and, well, let's just say her knowledge was passed down to me in the form of poison.
Strider, make an intelligence check.
Again.
Okay. You know that whilst that may well be a good shout, there are also 2 stores. First of all, Rathskeller in Damnation. And secondly, someone else's treasure in Gehenna that are renowned for selling very expensive poisons from all over the world at relatively cheap prices. So if for some reason Kellyanne didn't want to reunite with her mother, at least you know that there are other options. Small bit of information for you there.
Yeah.
Is there a specific reason why you'd want to go see your mother rather than just going down to one of the underworlds and just getting it there?
My biggest concern is all of the implants. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Indeed.
implants. I'm afraid that they might be able to detect poisons or protect them from poison. I think my mother would have the right idea for what poisons to use that go undetected.
Mm-hmm. Alright. You think you
Besides-
could get something together strong enough?
Hey, I don't mean to be that guy, but can she go back upstairs? The kid?
Of course. Please.
And at that moment we will follow the kid upstairs. Her dream sits on the floor in her bedroom waiting for her. You said you were staying up with the kid, right?
Yeah.
But she came down briefly, which I then realised we'd left you in her bedroom. So, then she gets back to you. Hey.
What's up? Hey, have a seat.
You're the therapist?
People don't see me that way. They see me mostly as a junkie, but it's whatever.
My mum sent me to a therapist last year. He was a junkie too.
Oh, well, see? We're not all bad, right? So, kid. You, how long have you been suffering like this?
long as I can remember.
You know, I get nightmares too. I've been abused, I've been abandoned, so I understand that. Well, you
Are they
left,
real?
which is. Are my nightmares real?
Yeah. Do they happen?
Well, they're more like memories, but we're not comparing pains here. That's not what this is
No.
about.
I just wondered.
They really did happen to me. So look, I'll pull back my shirt. You can see like the cuts and scars. Yeah, they really happened. My father was an asshole, so. Seems like your father's an asshole too.
Yeah.
You mind if I smoke in here? You okay with that?
My mom smokes all the time.
Okay, great. I'll make sure I'll blow it that way.
Right this way.
Oh, I see. You miss your mom, huh?
Yeah. She's good, but when I'm with her, the dreams, they're much worse, and she spends all day hooked up to that damn machine.
You know what? That's my name.
What's your name?
Yeah. Dreams. That's my name.
I had a dream once. A real dream, you know? One that where things didn't happen. They just...
Tell me about it.
My mum took us to that green park up in Upper Juris. You know where the swings are? The little kids play. That's all. It was the best.
You know, kid, so, going to where you want to go, what are you looking to do? Just to escape, or what are you trying to do?
They say that the fairy, they have this process. The collusion told me about it. Come on here, kid, I don't know everything about it, but something to do with the Nightwings and being reborn. It means I would no longer be connected. My father, my mother.
I see.
I think it's only for special soldiers, but I don't care.
Maybe they make an exception for you, or they make an exception for you and you become a soldier in their army, working for their cause.
Maybe.
You know how to use a gun?
Stole one once, but didn't work for me.
You know what, kid? I like you a lot. You're not
Thanks.
a bad kid.
I like it
Good
too,
thing
mister.
Good thing you didn't end up like Lucas over there. Well, wherever he is currently. You know.
He says we're not alike, but
Yeah. You
I
can
know
hear
what
the
it's-
bullshit, right?
I know what it's like to be something you don't want to be.
He's a good kid, but he's a bit angsty. You know? But hey, you know, play any card games?
I cheat.
Shit, so do I. You know, I gave you that all those super leaves, so you'll be up for a while. So let's play some card games and also teach you how to use this. Pull out the Redeemer.
That won't work. The Redeemer. When you purchase a gun, it is attuned specifically to you.
No, I don't want to give it to her. I'll just show
Oh,
her,
okay.
like...
Yeah, show her what it does. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, show her what it does, yeah.
But the only person who can fire your gun is you.
No, yeah, no.
Fucking hell, this is where it's going to, huh? Jeez.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, boy.
Just as you begin to play cards together and you notice that she has a very different way of cheating. As she moves her two material hands, two slightly more ethereal hands are sliding the cards around underneath. She's quick, but you're perceptive of what she's doing. You don't know how she's doing it.
Hey,
all right.
kid. That's fucking cool. That's really cool.
Comes from my dad. The only good thing he ever gave me. I can do it with my whole body too, watch. She slides slightly to the left and her ethereal body moves slightly to the right. And she drops back in together.
You know what? I saw that when I was high once, and it was amazing. It was amazing. People give drugs a bad rap, but you know what? Sometimes you get to see such amazing things when you're in that ether. more people should try it. I want to try it with Lucas, but he's not really trying to fuck with me like that.
They say that, although we're the same, those of us born from an angel and a demon, each of us has different magic.
Yeah.
But seeing this is mine. I don't really want to go to Duvry.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. I want to go home, but I don't know what that is. I want to stop dreaming. I want to grow up strong, and I want to kill my father.
See, now that's kind of where I wanted to get you to. But you're already there.
And with that, we will leave you two chatting.
Yeah.
And come to Lucas. We stand there in the cold night air. It's about 4 a.m. The rain stopped.
I was actually thinking about sitting in the grass.
Yeah, you can sit in the grass. And you lie back and for one brief moment, the constant polluted air breaks. The red clears and you see a quick glimmer of stars. The twin moons. And then it's gone. You can still hear the rowdiness at the tavern next door. It's not a peaceful night. But it's a pleasant one. You hear a small voice in your ear. Hungry? It's Dimitri.
That is not what Dimitri sounds like.
Nope. I know.
I'm gonna speak telepathically to her to turn around.
Just a reminder, this familiar doesn't actually need to eat at all. He's just determinedly hungry. Okay. No, I mean a reminder to the viewers, not a reminder to you. I know you know how your cat works.
Yeah, to avoid having to move to look at him, I'm just going to talk telepathically. What do you want?
I'm hungry.
You need me to help you with that?
Why aren't we hunting?
Would you like to hunt?
Yeah. What?
I said what?
Oh. Anything. Everything.
Come on then. I'm gonna gesture for him to jump on my shoulder.
He does.
Okay, then I'm gonna try and... I mean, it's nighttime, so hopefully there's no sky police around.
No.
I'm gonna fly up and... How tall is the building?
The house?
Yeah.
2.5 stories. It's got a small attic.
Okay, I'm gonna sit on the roof and see if there's anyone around, anyone walking by themselves.
Yes. This is what I wanted. As you look down, you see a drunk man swaying from side to side as he walks through an alleyway. Just down the back of Merry Minstrel. He puts one hand up against the edge of the fence. You see him bending down. Looks like he might be being sick. You don't recognize him.
Do you want him conscious?
No.
Now let's go. I'm gonna fly over to the alley and land where he entered to block him off.
Who's that? Who's that? Oh!
I'm here to help.
Don't need help. I just want the light to go away.
What light?
Every light, they're so bright. I
can
shouldn't
help.
have taken those pills.
I can help you with that if you want.
He lurches towards you, so...
Do you want it to all go away?
He looks slightly sober. Looks you in the eye. Yeah. Always.
Me too. And I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
When he falls asleep.
I'm gonna turn around and stand guard in the alleyway, looking onto the street, and like leaning to one side on the wall.
It's dead. There's no one
As-
about.
Yeah, I let Dimitri in.
He does. One quick swallow. He's gone. And as you head back, is that what you're doing? Heading back into the...
As he jumps.
Oh, he's
back on
done.
top.
Yeah, he'll come back on your shoulder.
Okay, cool, yeah. I'm just gonna like turn to him. Let's go home.
And we will resume with Strider, Kellyanne, Esme, and Frost. Once you've just watched this stream, Dane is sat with you at the table.
Out of practice, but I'm sure that Tobias would fall into the arms of a woman like me.
Yes, I will. He definitely will. We still have two, but before we can start thinking about that, we still have two other matters at hand.
Wait,
Real
real quick, before we change the topic. Ada, is she still there?
Yeah?
Does Tobias have any implants that resist poison or can detect poison?
Yeah, lots.
What kinds?
Electrolysis, one's made by magic, one's natural and herbal. He even went all the way to Ngwala to have one put in there against most strange and unique poisons.
Does he have any allergies?
Unless you make a special blend.
Not as far as I know, but he doesn't like sea fish. Why? You thinking of killing him?
Yes, we are.
Why not?
You know there's only one way to be certain. Tobias goes to the Cloistered Oyster. Friday night. 2 till 4 a.m. Are you alright then, Strider?
Yeah, my dogs are just very
He's
in my
so
face right now.
cute. Let's get him on screen quickly.
Oh, Papa's.
Hello, Papa.
Oh, no,
Oh, bye.
now she's running away.
Oh, she didn't like the screen
Camera
time.
shy.
She doesn't want to be famous.
Oh no, it's just my food. My food's over here, so they're all trying to get at my food.
Anyway,
that's the problem.
He goes to the Cloistered Oyster, 2 till 4. He's got a specific girl there.
Well, he's on the run,
I don't
isn't
know
he?
who it is.
I doubt he'll be going there.
I don't think
Because
he'll hide the same way that others think he'll hide. But
You
I
think
could be
he'll
wrong.
hide in plain sight?
No, I don't think he'll hide at all. Tobias will do what he's always done and surround himself with the most powerful people he knows.
That's a good
Go down to
protection.
the underworld. But I tell you what, he won't take them in there.
No.
The girl's name is Miss Charlie. Miss Charlie? She's really not. The girl's name is
Australia! No, not again!
The girl's name is Iralia, and
Flashback.
oh, she's a hard worker down at the Cloistered Oyster, but she comes up here with her weekly wages. She likes to take herself out for dinner on a Wednesday.
What does she look
spoke
like?
to Holmes.
Any idea?
She's tall, beautiful. Looks like one of those oldie-worldy elves. I think she's a fairy, but she has tricks about her.
Oh, okay. So like this. I'm going to activate my elven mask, and my skin gets paler, like, you know, white person kind pale, and her hair turns blonde, and her horns disappear.
A bit like that, but no offense. More like a princess.
I can't get rid of my boobs, sweetheart.
It's not what I meant. It's the eyes. It's the eyes. She looks innocent when she does it. And,
That
yeah.
can change.
She goes to the Fair Dock on Thursday evening for dinner. She dines alone. I met her in there once when I was splashing the wages I shouldn't have been splashing. She told me about him. She hates him. She'd sneak you into a room. Maybe there you could see to his end. He's got implants, but he's not powerful. He's got no magic about him, as far as I know.
We could figure out something.
Look, does this mean I'm not going to the highest bidder?
We never said that.
Okay, well, I've been
Esme,
on the run for 60 hours. I don't suppose there's a bed, is there?
upstairs to find bedrooms.
Um,
Currently our spare is being taken.
Oh, the screaming kid? Yeah, I'm good for that. Can I take the couch?
Go ahead.
Thanks. And,
I sleep there.
she gestures to what? Do you? You don't sleep in your room?
How much money do you have? I'm happy to rent it for the night.
None.
Esme. She works for us now.
What?
I mean, fine.
You
Dane
treat her
turns
just
around.
like
Do you
you treat
know?
her before.
We could get her a bed in the basement. There's space down there. She could rework something.
No. If
I'll do
you
it in the
can
morning.
pay in money, can you pay in, I don't know, like a secret?
Okay, listen. No. She's not having to pay for anything,
She looks at you.
Esme.
Ah. I do have a secret, but he won't like it.
Ada, sweetheart.
Do
If you want,
tell.
Go on, Killian.
you can always take my room. And I'll give her a little wink.
I appreciate it, but the couch and a secret seems like a good deal.
Alright, well that's one matter taken care of.
In the Merry Minstrel, they say that Strider is not what he used to be. He's not as dangerous. They call him the Family Man.
They call me what?
The Family Man.
That's
Boss.
adorable.
I'd like to imagine that I'm drinking like a glass of whiskey,
Oh yeah.
like just pretty casually. As soon as I hear that, I instantly break it in my hand.
Enjoy the couch, babe.
If you're wasting the whiskey, I don't suppose I could. She sort of gestures towards the bottle.
Go ahead. I'll deal with this later.
Hey, look, I'm just telling you the truth. You know,
Yeah,
the best
I know.
thing about people who hear every rumor? They can change them. The Merry Minstrel is the tavern right next door. Maybe you want to be known as
Down there and
the more
change it.
dangerous man. Well, anyway, good night, guys. Now,
Good night.
Dane turns around to you. What are we doing with the girl?
Which girl? There's two of them.
The one. The kid.
The kid. I don't. After seeing that, I do not want to leave. I do not want to leave her on her own. I can take her in for a while till we figure out a more permanent situation.
You know?
Well, if we
I don't-
visit my parents, just take her
The
there.
problem is just I don't want. What she is going through. I don't want her to have to go through that on her own, or else she's
Right.
gonna end up like Lucas.
Dane looks at you. Look. It's not my place. I want to adopt the kid. I want to look after her. She touched a place in me, my little sister. She wasn't born to the same father as the rest of us. Have you any idea what happens when a devil and a tiefling make a child? They come out ripped, ruined, torn. Nothing right within them. The mind doesn't work. She was always bullied. My parents hated her. My siblings hated her, but I always looked after her. She died last year. I don't want to bore you with sub-stories, but if the kid's going, I'll take her.
And where's she gonna sleep, Dane? With the mother you hate?
Dane doesn't live with his mother.
Esme,
Dane doesn't live with his mother. Dane has his own place.
Oh, okay.
In Lower Nex. Lower Juris. She's got a
Go
two-bedroom
ahead.
flat.
Talk to. You should
Right.
talk to her about it first. But
I might need to bring her to work
I'm not
at night,
opposed.
though. I don't want to leave her on her own.
Of
I'm
course,
gonna be honest with
I-
you, Dane.
we
Just
all
as long as
understand.
she's out of my hair, I don't really care.
Well, there is something else. The kid has some weird powers. You could train her. Over time, when she gets older. She moves too quick for her body. I saw her pick up a drink while she was holding something in both her hands. Go on, Dreams.
And I'll come down at that point, and I'm like,
Assuming
Yeah,
you said
I'll-
goodnight to her.
yeah. I'll
Huh.
fucking say she already stole she got like 30 gold out of me, cheating ass.
Oh,
she's staying.
she is definitely staying.
She is definitely
I,
staying.
I agree. I like the little shit. She's but yeah, she shouldn't be on her own.
If you wanna,
Well, that's going
Return.
to bump up our expenses, but I mean, fuck it, we've got so many
No,
broken people under
it's-
one roof anyway. What's one more going to hurt?
it's not because
Hey,
I'm gonna turn to.
she's on my
Coming
rent.
out of-
She's on my bill.
Yeah, I
He's
heard that.
gonna
as well coming
adopt
down.
her.
Yeah, good job, Dane.
Plus, I could use an
Dang.
assistant.
All right. Both those problems are taken care of. You can talk to the girl about it whenever she wakes up again. If you want to go talk to her about it now, that's fine.
No, she just. Well, it's up to God, but I would say she's asleep now. Finally,
You know,
she's asleep now. Let her rest.
she told me her real name.
What is it?
Vidiachi.
Oh,
It's a
We
bitchin'
talked.
name.
Apparently it
Bitchin'
means
name.
seer. Like you, Dreams. But
already have
different.
enough of those.
She doesn't see the future. She sees the past.
Oh,
Past. How far back?
She sees people's pasts. She was talking to me
Oh.
about my sister before I told her. That's how she got.
she's staying.
Thanks.
She's staying.
Did she, when she saw you pass, did you allow her, or did she just get into your mind?
We were talking pretty openly. You know me, I don't have no defenses against that kind of stuff. I wouldn't have known. But she told me afterwards. She said she sees my past. Strange trick. Well. So,
Hiya, Trick.
we taking her in?
Yeah. Who spilled all the whiskey? What kind of maniac
Sorry.
would do that?
Big Dreams blacked out and he went through all the whiskey like an animal.
Just on that note, Lucas, are you coming in at that point?
Yeah, I would have been making my way home.
Okay. Well, I mean, it wasn't far. Make your way
Yeah,
back
it's
in
not-
just in time to hear that Strider replied to the question, are we taking the girl in? Yes.
Keep her the fuck away from me.
She's not your problem, Lucas.
No, she's mine, Dane says. I promise. I'll keep her to herself. She won't trouble you, Lucas. But someday she might have some questions that I can't answer. Can I come to you with them?
What question do you think I could answer?
I don't know. Her magic works differently.
Dog.
So do yours. Or maybe I thought that at least understand something of how it came to be. Or where she might go to ask questions. No?
She can find that shit out by herself.
I guess. Alright, thanks. It's nearly 5 a.m. But somebody still comes to the door.
You gotta answer
Who's
it.
there?
Excuse me. Is this the silver bullets?
It is.
If you're looking for a place to stay, we're kind of packed.
Name's Simon. I'm not looking for a place to stay.
What do you want?
Can I come in?
What if I said no?
It depends.
I'm not here to hurt
It
anyone.
depends.
I'm here to give some information and to follow a lead.
Quick question. Is this the Simon that I was talking to?
It is. You recognize his voice.
Okay, cool. As he talks, I'm just gonna like, he wants us to join his cult.
Give me a second. I'm gonna just message Frost and I'm gonna tell him I want you on guard.
Of course.
And then I let him in.
Is he paying us?
The irony. He comes in, he says, look, I work with the collusion. Not gonna lie, I tried to recruit your friend here. I didn't realize who he worked for until we got talking. I started doing my research on you guys. From what I understand, Gorman sent you to... Next. We're looking for someone. I don't want to know the details,
Good, we weren't going to tell you.
but I want you to know that the collusion wants all changelings to walk free. It's working. Save
Good
people.
for you.
What's a changeling?
Yeah, well. I can try that one, but... She's a good woman. She deserves the best. And I came for something else as well. Which one of you's Midnight? Midnight Frost?
Yeah, that's me.
Someone said you walked across Eslick.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did.
Fucking insane.
I'm still alive, aren't I? Still
Yeah.
sitting here in the flesh. I'm not in
That's
pieces.
why I'm interested.
Right. There's not many people that have done that then.
As far as I know, the last person to make it in and out of Eslick alive without being a dignitary was... before you... 206 years?
You fucking kidding me?
Probably because nobody's stupid enough to walk across on foot, as opposed to because it was particularly clever on your part, but I was intrigued. Did you see any gold dragons?
No. No, I'm pretty sure if I would have seen one, I
You're
would
lying.
be
You're
not
really
very
lying.
alive.
In the sky, you would 100% have seen a gold dragon.
Oh, not up close, no. Yeah,
No, just in general, did you see any gold dragons? You say yes, he looks at you.
Yeah, in the sky, yeah.
Interesting, I've been trying to confirm that for 10 years, I appreciate it. You ever want some unusual work? Nothing to do with the collusion. Personal thing of mine.
Me?
No, Frost.
Right, I'm ears.
Look, I'm a collector. I collect
Okay.
some ancient books, some of which are less than legal.
Banned books, huh?
Yeah.
Seems kind of dumb banning a book, but okay. What sort of stuff are you looking for?
They're magical in kind.
Well, I don't know very much about magic, so I don't know if
I don't
be
need you
able
to know
identify
shit,
the books.
apart from how to look at exactly what I've drawn you, walk into the place I tell you where it is, and get it out without them seeing.
Right, makes it nice and easy. Yeah, sure.
Look.
I'll give it a shot.
He hands you a card and a small silver disc, which you know to be one half of 2 sending discs. You ever
Okay.
got some time and space? Shoot me a message.
Right,
It'd
your
be
offer is intriguing.
interesting to have a cat burglar that's actually a cat.
Funny.
Yeah.
Dream you're high.
You're an interesting group of people. Look, the collusion fights for freedom and democracy and saving of the downtrodden. You probably don't care. But as long as you're out of our way, we can be friends. That's all I'm saying. Also,
Get in ours.
I'll tell you what, I'll tell you one thing freely.
mm,
The girl's fine and the girl will be fine.
yeah, I figured as much. There is one other thing. The repair on your roof is fucking terrible.
Yeah, it is.
Here. He tosses you another card. It's a construction worker I use. Get it sorted out. It makes you look cheap and tacky.
Right on.
My bill. He'll know your way. He'll expect your call. And as you settle down for the night,
I go home.
Strider, you go. We follow Strider home. It's only a 10-minute walk, right?
Not that far.
Outside your door, it's a tiefling. He looks at you. The Gao Shai name is no longer yours to use. You made your choice. The next time it'll be more than a finger. And he hands you a fleshy finger. Don't make that mistake again. We let you wear the ring out of respect. That's all.
You should know that if anything else happens to her, that there will be hell to pay, whether it costs me my life or not.
The horoscope's hell.
And I
There.
take off my signet ring.
We will conclude. You can take off your signet ring next week. We will conclude there. So,
Damn.
brings us to a tradition.
What an ending!
What an ending.
Dun.
What a session one. That was really good.
There's a lot to unpack here.
There is a lot.
That's probably too much to unpack, to be real.
For real.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, for sure.
Fun. Great time.
It's gonna be real, my notes are pretty shit compared to everything that happened.
We'll sort out the
because
notes
that
afterwards,
was so
don't worry
much.
about it. I'll come first to Esme. MVP?
I'm still processing. Can we come back in a sec?
Sure. Okay, do you know what? For the first time, I'll go first. Because I've got a few, and they're unusual. My 3-minute read-up just in case on tarot cards just before the session came in really fucking helpful. Proud of that one. I knew 2 cards. They both came in useful. I was like, woo! So that's another one. The moment timing of Alora's redemption of the information, allowing me to slip a story hook in. I hadn't quite worked out how else I was going to get it in. With the Gao Shai introduction information. So that was fun. Esme's reaction to hearing about one of the bardic instruments of legend.
Yeah.
And my reaction, realizing what reaction we're going to get when she hears about the price.
I will sell this fucking changeling so quick.
Sorry, just give me a second. I'm just going to switch the music over because my Discord's lagging.
Swipe the card, swipe the card.
Yeah, so that was definitely a highlight for me. Lucas just being a cunt for the first 20 minutes.
For basically the entire
Make it
session.
seem like he stopped,
No,
though.
like he kind of
Yeah, I was
softened.
gonna say,
He did.
feel like
He did soften
stopped.
towards like his mates and stuff, and like actually got on with business. At first, he was just like, "Shut the fuck up." Are we going on?
Well, he had a rough day.
He had a rough day. The completely pointless displaying of somebody to guard Kelvin while she's invisible and they're probably not. This was the best bit when they sent Frost to guard your sniper's nest. You're completely invisible in it, and Frost's just standing around under a streetlight like, why am I here? Beautiful
I don't think
touch.
I have that ability yet.
Technically you don't, but I allowed for it. You know, you blended in quite well. Dreams in his...
Invisible anyway if I need to be, you know.
Yeah. Dreams in his card games with kids, and introducing them to drugs and guns in a loving, compassionate manner.
Jesus.
And yeah,
she's suffering. She needs some help.
and Strider for taking the lead. Good job, dude. It was definitely never going to be an easy role. I think you played it well. You didn't intrude on anybody's agency, but at the same time, played it straight. So those are my MVPs. I'll go the other way then. I'll go to Frost. Jamel.
Right. One thing I will say is I came so close to trying to pull Lucas aside and seeing if he can get it together and stop being.
That is Lucas together. That is Lucas together.
I thought we were supposed to be professional. Well, Frost thought we were supposed to be fucking professionals, not.
You've known him for 6 months.
Asleep during the meeting.
Yeah, and
debriefing.
And you've known him for 6 months. You know that he still does his job.
Yeah, but doesn't mean I have to like the way he operates as a professional. But you know, it is what it is. It's whatever. Anyways, the thing for me, the most interesting bit of that is the fact that we managed to do all that without firing a single fucking bullet.
I told you guys, it's 99% roleplay.
All of these guns that we had prepped and ready and spent all this time working for and all the items we made, and it's like, oh, we got to have it for session 1.
Yeah, do you know why you need it for session 1?
Goddamn thing.
Because people can view your character sheet on the overlay. It's the only reason why. I just didn't want to tell you that because you might think it was picky.
I didn't know that.
Okay, I come now to Strider, MVP. Darth.
Definitely how hard you made the karma choices. That's a really good one. But I think my top MVP has to go to letting me and telling me to use the Gao Shou name and then immediately punishing me for using the name. Even though, like, I tried to play Strider as, like, he is trying to give his respect as best he can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got played. It was necessary.
Fuck you, James.
Kara?
Yeah, definitely the choices. You're bringing the choices up, and, like, you know, there was actual legit banter going around. Not banter, but just so you know, legit, you know, talking about it, which made it.
There was multiple personality, multiple points, yeah.
Yeah, multiple points just going up, popping up, and I like that so far. The group chemistry will definitely get there between, like, you know, everything with Esme and Dreams and everybody else. It'll definitely get there. As I think as we settle more and more into these characters. I think that's mostly my MVP. The whole karma point, because like because quite frankly, I was ready to sell Ada up the river, but then Cyrus is dead. I was like, oh, that's 540,000. But I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, maybe we can go ahead and get, you know, we can work with the Horus, or maybe Cyrus can get us some nice high profile jobs. Not too sure. You know, it's whatever else. I just didn't want to put us in danger because you got fucking Cyrus.
A little slippery DM secret. It didn't matter what you did and what you decided. It might change your karma, but she was staying.
Okay.
She was staying. She's no. I mean, none of you knew it. Like in the point, and like you could have sold her, but it would have really come back to bite you in the ass. The whole point was like to allow, after you've discovered about Cyrus and stuff, that decision to come out. But in the first place, you don't need to change the music here. It's already queued on. Yeah, I've got it looped on YouTube, so that it's not lagging. Yeah, she was always designed to stay, but I wanted to see what decision you would make right up until that point. So yeah.
I'm with Kira on that one as well, because selling people out, I was more concerned about keeping the fucking roof over the group's head. So, yeah.
Bruno?
Okay, I particularly enjoyed the little thought Basil, because that's exactly what I built Esme for. Just kind of like pull little thoughts out of people's heads and reveal their secrets.
You can sell them on the black market.
I know that I made this character for that. But what I particularly enjoyed was every time there was like a tense situation and Esme was being Esme, Strider was like, Esme. That was like
the reeling, right? The reeling was fantastic.
It was peak for me. I love that.
Good. Lavi?
I love Ada. Like, I love changelings because, you know, I love Lost to death. If Lost died, I would be so heartbroken.
He dies next week.
Technically, Lost kind of did die.
Okay, well, I'm gonna drop out of the campaign.
I'm kidding. We have no idea whether he dies or not.
On that note, like, if Lost dies to my own stupidity, fine. But if Lost dies because he's lost, then anyway. So, I love Ada. Like, seeing the changelings like, you know, stuck in servitude. Like, all I need to do is picture my D&D character lost in that situation, and it really tugs at my heartstrings. Like, I don't think I could ever stand seeing Lost go through that. But, you know,
I've picked some certain people with certain decisions. Good. I'm glad. And
We were picked
Josh.
for a reason.
Okay, so like so many. Like I just think like everyone did such a good job. And like I'm always like really nervous the first episode of a campaign because like I don't really know like how I'm gonna run a character, and then especially because I mean I'm in a campaign with Kira, with Jamal, with Leffy, but then it's my first time playing with Dart and Bruno, so it's like, oh, is everyone gonna have good chemistry and stuff like that? And I feel like even though it was the first session, like we all bounced off each other like pretty well, and like it was just like really good. And you know, there was tense moments, there was really like emotional moments, and yeah, I think everyone did such a good job. So well done, everyone.
Yeah, I agree. It was fantastic. Yeah, I think in conclusion, you made the decisions. Despite the fact that, you know, a couple of you are leaning one way or the other, or at least appear to be, in general, there was still trepidation. And I love the way that everybody had a voice, everybody had a personality. You know, you grasped your characters super quick. We got to see very little of how your characters play this week. And there is a very, very good reason, by the way, why we didn't describe how your characters look. Partly because they're on the screen. But mostly because next week there will be an opportunity to get your party outfits on. And tell us all how you look on your way out.
Shit.
Next week you get to get your party outfits on and tell us all how you look when you're going out. And that'll be your option to really go mad on the descriptions.
Wait, what? Hold on. We're going to a party?
We'll talk about this next week.
That's all.
We'll talk about it with the
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So, tell you what, guys, as viewers, the nightclubs of the underworld are an interesting place. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as we have when we visited them on different sessions. But on that note, unfortunately, we must end. Let me just have a quick browse. Yes. We are rating Zakiwak. Zakiwak is the DM for Secret Adventure Society. Last night, Wednesday? No, the night before last, he absolutely smashed it out the park on the newest episode of Secret Adventure Society. I had the joy and luxury of watching it live. If you don't know who the Secret Adventure Society are, go find their shit there. They're amazing. They're a D&D group who run everything Theatre of the Mind, and honestly, I've never seen a D&D DM be quite as flexible and laid back and let his players just go, to the point that you think the show is scripted. It's that good. So please, go and show them some love. And we will return next week for more Uxos episode 2. In the meantime, you will find it on YouTube on Wednesday. And on Tuesday night, you can find Good Sagravia. Wednesday, you'll find Evil Sagravia. Monday, you will find Cass. Sunday, you will find nothing. Saturday, you will find Strahd and Struggling Hush in the evening. So we're doing all of the D&D things. So please come along and show us some love. And thank you very much for being here. Thank you so much for all the support on the trailer. And I will see you all soon. If you guys would like to say goodbye.
Yeah, catch you next episode.
Bye.
Adios.